What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Patreon episode of Flagrant 2. No easy buckets, analysis by assholes, water cooler commentary for your sports needs. I'm Andrew Schulz. Okay, I'm here with Akaash Singh, Real Life Kaz.
Sir.
Alex Media is in the building tonight. Eden Martinez is not. He is DJing somewhere. We couldn't get him. Why? Because today is Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
We are recording this on a Tuesday. It will come up Friday. Now, keep in mind, Patreon Army, I'm away in Japan all next week. I leave Friday. I don't come back to the next Sunday. Okay? So what we're going to do, because we love you motherfuckers so much.
I don't know if we love them that much.
No, we love you guys because let me go on. We love you. We love y'all so much. What we're going to do is tomorrow, third day in a row, we're going to record a marathon episode. And the marathon episode is going to encompass a Flagrant 2 episode. And then we're going to keep on fucking chugging along. And then we're going to do a Patreon episode. So I hope that the flagrancy hits a fever pitch around 1.5 hours in just as we transition to the Patreon episode. That would be perfect. Just keep in mind, go Akaash.
Interesting idea. Alex and I were talking. We had talked about doing more drunk episodes. I don't drink, so this is obviously up to you guys. We could start drinking around about 1 hour. Then right about the time y'all start feeling it, it'll be an hour and a half or so.
Done. 100% done. We are going to start we're going to have a nice drunk. We're going to have a nice drunk
That's
episode.
the only way we can get through 3 hours, bro.
Son, but keep this in mind. It's not just 3 hours. We can knock out 3 hours. Yeah. This is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You gotta, I'll be honest with you, I gotta give a lot of respect to these radio guys that do it every single day. And you start to realize why a Skip Bayless or even a Stephen A. Smith have these like outlandish takes.
Stephen A. Smith is the GOAT for many reasons because he bangs this out literally every week. He does First Take. He'll do his radio show.
It's unbearable. Sports. It's unbelievable. It's not, I almost said unbearable. It's unbelievable. But what I'm also saying is, eventually you just got to say something.
Because, how many times, I'm on 4 hours a day, every day, how many times can I say, well, I understand both sides of Zeke holding out.
Yeah.
That's not interesting. That's not getting ratings.
Right.
4 hours every day, national competition. I have to say, you know what? LeBron sucks. Because it's something nobody's heard. And it's something.
Yeah. And it's not like it's just your platform. It's like you got to carry the worldwide leader in sports. You got to carry Fox. You got to carry that shit.
Blacks on the show today. This is a question for you guys.
Hi.
Do you think that Jason Whitlock relishes being hated by the black community?
I think so.
Yeah. What happened?
I think so.
What has occurred in his life? Was he bullied by black people? Like, what happens to a guy like that where...
So here's the funny thing about Jason Whitlock.
Let me add, before, and I want to hear that. I just want to finish saying, because it's not as if he's saying... He's like Trump-level trolling black people. Right? So it's not like he has some points that are this way, some points that are the other way. Like, he's specifically going at LeBron's fatherhood is a weird thing. Especially as a black dude and understanding black fatherlessness in the community. You would think that he'd be like, shit. I don't care if you're in the layup line. Yeah. I don't care what you do. You're there for your kid. God bless.
Yeah.
Now... Please
the thing about Jason Whitlock is like at one point he was like this super highly respected like black journalist OG motherfucker.
Break it down.
And then when he was at ESPN, he used to do like the sports reporters and do all like the big important things. I don't know what happened between him going from ESPN to Fox, but to spare the innocent, some big important people at ESPN would never say anything crazy about Whitlock because they came up under him. Like, he was like their OG. And then I guess whatever falling out he had with ESPN that led him to go to Fox and get the bag over there made him this, I don't want to say bitter, but I guess he's kind of at the point where he knows what works. And he knows black people so well that he knows each and every trigger that we have. And he knows it gets good ratings. Because right now, Fox Sports doesn't have great ratings.
Okay.
and he knows how to.
That's exactly
Akaash,
where
go.
I thought you were going.
Yeah.
When I leave ESPN, this nurturing biosphere where you are guaranteed views, and I take a bag, but I go to Fox Sports, and they're giving you a bag, but at a certain point, they still want some kind of ratings. You don't got to get ESPN numbers, but give me some numbers.
You gotta be the puncher's distance.
At one point, Undisputed, relatively early on, I don't know how they're doing now, but had a 0.0. Like, it was fucking brutal.
Wow.
Something like that. 0.1, like minimal.
Right.
So when you're trying to get attention, that's all I need at this point. Attention.
Yeah.
What can I do? You know what would get me a lot of retweets? Let me be the Black Tommy Loren.
And that's what he does.
Okay, so here's my question. Is he so detached from like the average black person that he never has to deal with in person this type of backlash? I'm just so perplexed by his life. Like
The fact that he has a lace
it?
front skin fade.
You can tell he's not around.
You can tell he's not around enough black people.
Yeah. So it's like, I get a lot of ridicule because of the, Alex only fucks white girl jokes. And I get that shit every time I step out. Like, I was out this past Sunday with Kaz, and I heard that from at least 4 different women.
Yeah.
right.
So it's like, I gotta hear that shit.
But
He
that's
doesn't.
also sarcasm, right? That's their way of going, hey, we know who you are. We want to let you know that we know who you are.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's different, but it's not that much different than when someone goes, "Yo, Hezzy," to me.
Yeah.
Or you gonna hit them with the Hezzy? It's just a thing they know about you.
Yeah.
That is probably the most apparent. And a girl is also approaching a guy, so she can't just be like, "Hi, I like you."
She's trying to neg you.
In a way, she's negging you.
I get the
yeah.
same thing with the like,
maybe.
don't be late. Like, you're gonna be late for this. You're gonna be late. Like, that's just what people do.
I get the
and
same
whatever.
thing because I'm gay.
Otherwise, it's probably, right? Because otherwise, it's like they come up and they're like, that was a brilliant point that you said about Jason Whitlock.
Yeah,
like, that's not
nobody's gonna do
fun.
that shit.
And they know our energy, regardless.
Yeah.
And they kind of want to impress you. That's
Yeah.
another thing.
Sure.
I think that if you say that was a really impressive point, we're going to be like, yo, man, thank you so much. That's it. But if they say, they're trying to make you laugh just like you make them laugh. They want to impress you.
And then I also think after that Charlemagne interaction, I think he probably stepped it up because he saw how much buzz that got him when Charlemagne made him donkey of the day.
Jason Whitlock, in other words, what you guys are saying is more. And let me just step back and say, I do not think by any means that because you are black, you have to agree with everything black is. I don't think that in the least. Matter of fact, I think that both of you on the show do a very good job of having your own unique opinions. Sometimes they go along with it, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, I always tell people, I'm like, bro, like,
You're Kaz.
I'm Kaz.
You're not
Don't make
speaking
me the
for
voice for
all black
all
people.
black people, all
Yes.
The only time you're
Nigerians, all
not Kaz is when
Africans.
you're Kaz.
Depending on where I'm at, yes.
So I'm not saying you have to do it, but there's a difference between having your own opinion and clearly choosing an opinion that seems to be one for ratings and trolling.
I mean, it works. It works. Like, I mean, I think to me, I kind of feel for him in a way because, like, he's such an OG journalist that he knows this is what sports journalism has turned into, and he has to do that. Like, he has. We're in the era of the take. Like, nobody's. I don't know the last time somebody's like, oh man, this great article, unless it's like the fucking Players Tribune or some shit where it's
The
like
Athletic.
the actual athlete or the Athletic, where they're like in. What's the word when you're like at war? When you're at war and like you're like in fucking
In the trenches?
and not in the trenches, but there's like some specific term about it. But like when you're like following the team for like a month or two, and like there's
Embedded.
embedded. That's the word, embedded, right? So. I think the last story I read like that was like the end of the Warriors run. It was like somebody just like with the Warriors for the past last 3 months of the regular season.
Right.
But now a guy like Whitlock, you have to have those takes where people pay attention to you, or else like you're gonna be out of a job. Like, you can get like a nice steady check for a little while, but like after a while it's like, all right, buddy, like this ain't.
Dude, if Skip has to have hot takes with an ESPN built-in audience, what does Whitlock have to do with no built-in audience trying to get eyeballs?
Skip isn't on ESPN.
Well, not anymore.
Sorry,
I mean, that's
if
what got him
Stephen
out
A.
of there.
I meant to say Stephen A.
Stephen A,
If
yeah,
Stephen A. has to have hot takes to get an audience, and he's got ESPN, what does Whitlock have to do to take people from Stephen A?
No, totally. And I would say Stephen A. has the most lukewarm hot takes of them three.
Well, now he does now because Stephen A. got his own. Now he's learned how to work meme culture and the internet, and being able to fucking
the weed.
Yeah,
often
like
it's more
his
about
catchphrases. He's fucking. He's the video. He's like the GIF reactions.
He's
like,
more about how you say it than what you say.
Exactly.
And Shannon Sharp has killed it in that department as well.
Yeah.
It's
I almost think Shannon Sharp was first in a specific way, and then Stephen A. just kind of took it to another level. Like I don't know who does his like social media now, but I remember when like he literally did not know how to work social media. Like there's an infamous tweet where he puts out and he says, "Check this out, y'all," and it's like IMG_.JPG. And it's just like, wow, he really doesn't know what he's doing. But now, you know, like he's like walking internet cult. Like he's a walking BuzzFeed.
My friend met Mark Stein, who used to write for ESPN, and he started talking to him.
He's on New York Times now.
Yeah, and he said Stephen A. Smith is a genius, smartest person he's ever worked with, and everything he does is planned. And that just speaks to his genius that you could go from not understanding social media to that quickly being like, oh, this is how you finesse social media.
Is he? I don't follow him on social. Is he?
Oh,
good?
he's the best follow. He's the best follow.
I don't, but I do see his memes everywhere. I see his GIF reactions everywhere.
I thought that was like us doing it. I
even
thought
if it's us,
Twitter
though.
doing it.
But even if it's us, I thought that's what you meant too. But even if that's us, he's that much more in the public eye. And I remember this as kind of an answers that to that in like an off way. I remember I was doing shows in Birmingham in England, not London, like a much more rural place. They were like, nobody knew who Kevin Hart was until Kevin Hart was in a bunch of GIFs and like memes and stuff like that. And you'd see his like faces, and then they're like, oh, that guy. That's Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Essentially the same thing could have happened with Stephen A. Smith.
Does the same thing with John Cena. Like there's so many people who got famous because they're GIF reactions. They're just like they're in your consciousness online. Like you don't even think about this shit. Like you could see there's a ton of people who've just seen Stephen A. react a million times and don't even know his name. They're just like, oh, he's the stay off the weed guy. He's the fucking, when the Knicks didn't get anybody, and now the new one is like him, like looking out the window with the arm up, and then like fucking Molly hugging him and shit. Like,
Molly, did you ask for consent before you hugged him? Come on, what's going on, Molly?
Man. Can we talk about that too?
What happened with that?
It was just funny because speaking of Jason Whitlock, you know how they got LeVar Ball out of here so quickly. Now a video that's coming back into rotation on the internet a lot is back when I think it was during Lonzo's rookie year when LeVar was on Colin Cowherd's show, and he was just saying like the only thing Jason Whitlock should be an expert on is snacks.
Yeah.
And like everybody, and like now that people like
I think Charlotte stole that bar.
Did he?
Or LeVar stole that bar. One of them stole it.
Maybe I could see LeVar lifting that one from Charlamagne, but. It's kind of fucked up how ESPN did LeVar Ball, man. Like,
bro, you know what I noticed, and I don't watch the show every day, but I was watching First Take in the gym and not getting any stronger, and Molly wasn't there, and I wondered if they were like, maybe we should just hide her for a little bit too. Like, I don't really want to put her out here either.
Well, it's the summertime
too. A little
too.
Punishment, a little subliminal, like just let's get her out here.
It's
the
summertime
too. Who was hosting it?
Some other white lady.
Oh, my girl, Charlie Arnold. She was
no.
She also works. She does WWE also.
Okay,
so like she do like the backstory shit. So when she's not doing WWE,
I think LeVar fucked that up. I think we've been calling LeVar. This might have been LeVar's first public mistake. And I don't know if LeVar has social media, but this is when you lean into social. This is what Trump has done so well, right? Which is like Trump's basically like this: if you're not going to talk about me the way I want you to talk about me, I'm going to talk about me the way I want you to talk about me. Right? That's his Twitter.
LeBron subtly does that.
Sure.
Kaz's whole point.
So it's like, what he'll do is, if you follow Trump's Twitter or Instagram, if Fox ain't saying that he's doing the best job, he's saying it. And if Fox is, he just retweets it. Exactly. So I think this situation right here is LeVar goes on the offensive. You go 100% and you just start popping shit off. You go like on an OJ run on Instagram, OJ run on Twitter, and have us all over there spill the beans about ESPN.
But see, here's the thing, though. I think he's a lot smarter than we're giving him credit for.
What's he waiting for?
The season.
For what,
when
though?
Lonzo starts cooking with Zion Williamson running back and forth, he's going to be putting that content out of himself. And all of a sudden, LeVar's going to be back in the public eye. You know he's going to come knocking. You know he's going to want him to come by.
I think that's a play, too, is they're going to come back.
So
wait till the season starts. I'm going to start doing me, and then they're going to come back.
But here's the thing. You need a platform to do you.
And
Maybe
mind
that's
you,
Fox Sports.
my fault.
Go.
And mind you, LaMelo's coming. And he's going to be a top 3 pick in next year's draft.
Right.
Like, and he looks better than Lonzo. Like at the same age.
Fair.
He looks better than Lonzo was at the same age.
Fair, but I feel like you want to ride momentum into that, especially on social. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, social is a weird beast. You know, like you want to make sure that you're getting everybody and building and accruing up followers. So by the time a season starts, you're undeniable.
Yeah.
You're releasing reports. You should be releasing inside information. You should, if you're going to talk shit about the Lakers, do it right to Instagram Live. Like, you could create so much fucking buzz. Maybe there's a part of him that's like, did I fuck up in LA?
Nah, I don't think so, man. I think fucking Melo has overtime, bro.
Melo?
Like LaMelo Ball.
Okay.
Like overtime is like LaMelo Center. Like that motherfucker eats a sandwich.
For
it's on
anybody
overtime.
who's watching, overtime is a basketball, like an amateur basketball.
Yeah, it's like high school basketball. They're getting more into high school football sometimes now, but their big thing is like high school basketball. Yeah. And like they do amazing with what they do. Like Kevin Durant's an investor, David Stern's an investor. They have a shit ton of money, a shit ton of capital, and like they cover LaMelo Ball like he's Trump. Like every single thing he does is news. So I think once that season starts, once LaMelo's in that Australian league with RJ Hampton doing their whole thing as pros and shit, like once it starts becoming like draft season, once he's going to be in that top 5, top 3 discussion, you're going to see the LeVar's going to return with a vengeance, dog. He's going to return with a vengeance, and ESPN's going to have no choice but to be like, and mind you, it's good for ESPN because the further he stays away, the more noise he makes without them, eventually people are going to be like, it's got to happen. And when it does, it's an event. It's an event.
True. That's true. It'll be an event.
I just realized we forgot to do our flagrant thought of the week.
Oh, god damn. More flagrant thoughts.
I mean,
my last flagrant thought, we almost had me sleeping on the couch, so.
You would have got some sleep.
Bags.
You're going through this pregnancy, man.
I mean, we're at the home stretch, so it's just like.
How many more months?
Gosh, at least 2. I'm losing count.
Third trimester, though.
Yeah, the third trimester is just about to start. So
it's
like
40
2 or 3
weeks,
months.
too. Pregnancy's not, 9 months is 36 weeks, you would think.
So it's 10 months?
It's basically 10 months.
Why do they say it's 9?
I mean, it's they give you a target date, so it's just kind of like around that area. So it could be 10.
Hold on, it's 10 months and why?
It depends. It all really depends.
Like a full term is 40 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's really 10
I've
months.
never seen one of those, but he knows.
So it's really 10 months?
Yeah. I mean, basically, like if you get from anytime from like 34 weeks to like 40 weeks, you're good.
32 to 42?
From 34 to 40 weeks.
No, I know that you're good. I'm saying, I'm just curious what the fuck is supposed to be. If it's supposed to be 10 months, why are we out here calling it 9 months?
Because a lot of times it's not.
Like, have you ever known a girl to not exaggerate something? Like, when has a woman ever said some shit was less than it was supposed to be?
I think the due date is probably around 9 months because some weeks have 5 weeks, or some months have 5 weeks in it.
Oh, shit.
You're right.
Oh, shit, you fucking maggots. You didn't even know that shit, did you? Hold on. That makes perfect sense because every month is 30 days.
Right.
Oh,
4 weeks is like 28.
Shit. Didn't know that.
I got to sit
You
in
didn't
nursery
know that
rhymes.
That's what I
shit.
was trying to explain
You
to you.
weren't saying nothing.
Whatever.
Nah, I don't
30
think you were
days
doing
in
that.
September, April,
Son,
June,
Alex
July, November.
came here dressed as Cobra Kai, son. This motherfucker ready to do a
got the
jump kick,
headband
son.
on.
Yo, why you got that headband, son?
I was riding my bike.
But what would it do for you, that headband?
Keeps the sweat out my eye so I don't die.
What part of the movie is that?
G.I. Joe, that's how he's saying all the time.
Oh, I
like,
was talking about Karate
Kid.
Kid, bro. I was talking about Karate Kid. I was like, yo, did you just do an Asian accent? Did you just do the old man wax off, wax off? But if he was talking about Cobra Kai?
oh, it's Cobra
No,
Kai, bro.
Karate Kid. Yo.
Yeah, right.
Karate Kid, Cobra Kai. That's the other school.
Oh, I'm thinking of
You
G.I.
don't know,
Joe.
you don't
my
know
bad.
about Karate Kid,
They're
son?
not the same
Daniel
thing?
LaRusso.
I've never seen the
Yeah,
Karate
well
Kid.
done.
I've never
Daniel
seen Karate Kid in its
LaRusso.
full
Daniel-san.
thing.
Daniel-san.
Yeah. I've only seen like the last fight scene when he says sweep the leg. I've never watched it from beginning to end.
You never seen
I've
Karate
actually seen.
Kid, son?
You never
I've seen
seen
the
Karate
Jaden
Kid?
Smith version. I've never seen the original.
Wow.
Deadass.
Yo,
Which fucking sucks, by the way.
what is the Nigerian martial art?
The Nigerian martial arts. Fucking fire, though.
Y'all don't got a martial art?
That's good.
Everybody
bro.
got a martial art.
A martial art?
What do you got? What is a Puerto Rican martial
Wooden
art?
spoons.
Rice and beans. Like, we don't got much.
No,
son.
what is a Puerto Rican? What is a Puerto Rican martial art?
Flying
Impregnate.
slipper.
Nation.
It's called a butterfly knife.
Say what?
Flying chancleta.
That's the chancleta, bro.
Flying chancleta.
Oh, we're nice with that.
That's the fucking chancleta. Okay,
Yeah.
what is the Indian martial art?
Son, yoga, I guess. I don't
Y'all
know.
don't got any way of fighting in your culture?
Nah, bruh.
Son, yoga flame.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we
Dalsim.
got.
Son, Dawson was the wackest of characters
Nah,
you're
in
bugging.
Street Fighter
You can
2.
get busy with it.
Dalsim and E Honda were
If
the
a
easiest to
motherfucker
cheese.
pulled up to the goddamn arcade, and
Yeah.
you guys listening right now too young to even understand this experience, but you know you pull up to the arcade, when you got next, you put that quarter on the ledge.
Yeah.
You put that quarter on the ledge. Did you know about that? It's your Puerto Rican ass.
I didn't respect that. Fuck that. I want to
Well, that's what we used to do.
Wait, so who was your guy in Street Fighter?
He ain't
Come
had no
on,
quarters.
son.
Oh.
Come on, son.
Ken, dog. That's Ken. Don't
Nah,
know about-
Ryu,
Ryu?
son. Ken.
Everybody's going Ryu. though.
Yo, Ryu.
Ryu's
I mean,
easy.
if we did Marvel vs. Capcom, are we going to talk Marvel
I can
vs.
do
Capcom?
Marvel vs. Capcom,
Who'd you
yeah.
go with Marvel vs. Capcom?
I was pretty good with what's the Akuma.
That's
Akuma.
Ryu. That's fancy Ryu.
He's Brolic Ryu.
He's Brolic Ryu. Okay,
I
Marvel
never
vs. Capcom.
played Marvel vs. Capcom.
That's the
Really?
one where you could play like X.
I know.
Okay.
I played mad video games as a kid, and then just
and
less and less as I got
I was
older.
good with
Yo,
Cyclops.
Cyclops
too.
was kinda nice.
He would do the big fucking optic blast.
Cyclops
and
was
shit.
nice. I
Take
would
up the
use
whole screen.
Wolverine. No, let's keep it 100 because the combos were crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Berserker Barrage. I remember all them shits.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
dude.
It's good times, bro. But regular Street Fighter, you was
Yeah.
a Ryu guy.
Say what?
You was a Ryu guy for regular Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter.
Ryu, man. You gotta use Ryu.
You didn't fuck with Guile,
Damn.
bro.
I was
God
gay.
had the
I was gay
illest-
from a young age. I was using Chung Li.
So,
you were using Chun-Li.
Chun-Li
You
wasn't
can get some
bad.
Chun-Li
combos
was
off
nice.
of.
Chun-Li wasn't bad. I couldn't
Chun-Li
do
and
it.
E Honda.
You can get
Because
combos
they had the
off,
fucking,
son.
my fault. They
Low
had
key,
the,
I'm kind of built like Chung Li. Like I got long ass legs,
legs, son.
short ass torso, bro. I'm Chung Li, bro. I'm really built like Chung Li.
Chun-Li was kind of fine.
Think
though.
about that for a second. If you
Chun-Li
think about
can
my
catch it.
body,
Chun-Li was fine,
Chun-Li
bro.
could catch.
Like,
Nah, she was
She
cool.
had ass and shit.
How
like,
old was she?
When she was, I don't know. Damn.
before we start
I
talking,
know, right?
we gotta hypothetically fuck a maybe underage.
Son.
video
nah,
game
but she was
character.
built for it. But-
That show
she had-
fucking you.
She could fight you off. She don't want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
You gonna earn that?
It's very true, yo. That is consensual. Like, there's no way.
Yo, if you fuck Chung Li, she wanted it, bro.
Let's
Son,
Let's
she gonna give it to you. Like, all right, you got it.
Yo, you onto some foul shit, bro. You know that this is so fucked up. You know Chris Cyborg?
Yes.
She's
Yeah.
the MMA
The
chick.
dude, yeah.
Yo, get Shorty up on it. Can you get it up on the
Chris
thing? Al?
Cyborg is one of 5 females I'm legitimately terrified of. Like,
Right.
if she's a walk, like I'm crossing the
Physically?
street. Like I'm crossing the street.
Okay, but yo, so basically, like, apparently Dana White straight up was like, "Yo, she looks like a transsexual," and then was like, "Did you see her?" At the,
when did
he
you
goes, "She looks like a transsexual. Did you see her at the MMA awards? She got a dress and she got heels. She's just walking around like."
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
Son, there's a clip of him doing that at a press conference, son. Son, I was howling, bro, because
Are we not
Dana
supposed to
White
act
is
like we don't
already
notice it?
a lumbering dude. Like
Yeah.
him walking regular
Please
is a
find
perfect.
this clip.
Son,
I'm sorry,
this shit.
I'm struggling right now.
Are we supposed to act like we
It's
don't
just
notice?
things
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
How
about it. Don't worry
Cyborg
about it. Don't worry
looks.
about it. Don't worry about it. Son, I'm gonna look for it. Y'all talk. Let me look for it because he was thorough.
She is one of the scariest women I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, it's a dude ass name, Chris
No,
Cyborg.
it's just the browser won't go over to the next screen.
Oh.
I have it up.
I got another death threat.
Nice.
Oh, read that one.
Let's get that.
Hey, this guy was slick.
Okay.
From Dan. Huge fan! Exclamation point.
Sucked you in.
Really did.
Okay. What a fucking emotional roller coaster it would be to read this.
Kill yourself, asshole.
Wow.
My dad died from a seizure. You a fucking white piece of shit. He had epilepsy. Do yourself a favor and donate to an epilepsy foundation. I should do that.
Yeah.
Not like that could help your dad, but.
Wait.
Yeah.
We got some wild shit happening. In baseball of all sports.
No! Fight?
What if he was like in
Huge
baseball
fight.
of all sports? Andrew got another death threat.
Yasiel Puig. All right, so here's the thing.
Yes,
Oh,
he look like he could go.
Smoke?
Oh, nah, it's for real
Smoke.
smoke. Nah, go to Bleacher Report Twitter. The video is there, bro. Let's react live to this shit. Yeah.
But this is Larry Brown Sports. Nah, we need that.
And mind you, Yasiel Puig just got
That's a
traded.
big boy, though. That's a big boy.
Boom, here we go. Let's see this shit. Blow
But
this
it's-
This Reds fight was 5 minutes long and insane.
Smoke is free. Boom! Oh, he ran in there deep. He was wildly outnumbered.
Son.
That's funny.
Can we see?
Wait, where's Yasiel Puig, though?
He's up in there. I'll send you the 5-minute video I got from this shit.
Hold on.
Holy.
Oh, it's still on.
All right, let's watch this.
Okay, yeah, let's watch.
All right, so he's on the mound right now talking. This dude is big, though.
Yo,
This guy
you,
looked legit 6'7".
mind you, there's like 12 people in the stadium.
Yo, ain't nobody there.
How is baseball still on TV? What's up, then?
All right,
Let's
so
go.
talk that shit then.
Son, he rolled up like a fucking...
Yo!
Yeah.
Son, he rolled up like a G.
Yo! So here's the thing, right? Damn.
What an
All right.
idiot, though. Imagine you make your living with your hands and you're willing to...
Man, yo!
Good, son? Oh. Look, they going
okay,
at it.
SEL?
Where's the SEO?
Yeah, he was in there. He was in the mix with his fucking bleach mohawk.
Is he on the Reds or is he on the...
He's on the Reds right now, but he just got traded today.
To where?
Goddamn. Fuck. The Cleveland Indians.
Again? This guy's a problem,
Yeah,
huh?
no, like he was already traded like
I
during
know.
this game.
He's a problem.
Well, he's just like a good hitter. Like he's like a.
But he's like a
Is
personality.
that the
issue.
manager?
Holy fuck. Yo, what's the name of this pitcher, yo?
Is that Steve Kerr?
That's got to be the manager, right? That man look like Kirk Russell.
Dude, that guy looks like the president from Independence Day.
Looks like Bill Goldberg. This guy right here.
Hold on. Where's Puig?
That's Jesse the Body Ventura right there holding him back, son.
Where's Puig, though? That's what I need to see.
I don't see Yasiel.
Nah, he was in the mix. He had his hat off with the mohawk out and shit. You'll see him.
He pulled up like a fucking actual gang member.
So boom, right?
Like,
Can
he
we
be wearing
rewind
red
that
off
first
the
spot?
field.
That first punch. This is literally the only way you're allowed to lose a fight. If you get that first hit off,
But look how he pulls up. He like a red,
he
like a
pulled the
blood for
pants
real.
up like, yo,
Look how he trots in
gloves
there.
off. Boom! Look at that! Holy
He
shit.
fell too. He got him.
I'm good getting jumped if I get that first hit off.
I mean, that's ballsy. I wouldn't do that.
My man rolled up in there like YG.
There he goes. There goes Puig.
Oh yeah.
Where's Puig?
And
There he is. He ain't throwing no punches.
He ain't doing nothing.
Holy shit.
Probably why I got traded.
He was already traded by the time this fight happened.
Wow.
Can we fast forward a couple minutes and see
See what else
anything
happened.
else happen?
Certain suspension. Was that the manager?
Yeah, son, the manager was getting in it. That's what
Oh,
I'm
he's
saying.
with the shit. It's okay. I love
He
it.
wasn't doing nothing.
I mean, at least fake some
Yeah, fake.
concern.
Okay, here we go.
There goes Puig.
He a big boy, dog.
Yeah, he's a massive.
You gotta act like you ain't scared of him. You are.
Especially when he don't speak English that well, so he just says what he wants to do. Like, you fight? Yes. Very short on words.
That's
Holy
30
shit.
seconds.
What else we got?
I mean, this is a long video, so I think like more.
Oh,
yeah,
Here
more
we go. Here we
fights.
go.
Okay.
He ain't doing shit.
Oh nah.
Oh, he ain't doing nothing. Throw a punch, son.
Come on, you breaking out and not throwing no punch?
Man, fuck out of here. You did all that extra shit to pump your chest.
Okay, wait. Let's see now. Bats flying, gloves flying. This man hopping on one leg and shit. Puig Dominican, right? Or Cuban?
No, Cuban.
Cuban? Yeah, I don't fuck with Cubans. Cubans and Samoans, I ain't fighting. Ever.
Why?
They just they don't fuck
got
around.
nothing else to do?
They have nothing. They fight like Samoans fight.
Well, Puig looking like he got something else to do. He ain't throw no punches.
Nah, he not doing jack shit. I see someone faking the smoke. Let's go. Get out of here, bro.
I love me a good fake fight.
What do we used to call
Nah,
these?
I love
No
a
smoke
real
award?
fight.
No
No
smoking
smoke
section?
award.
Non-smoking section.
Non-smoking section right here. Fast forward. What else we got? Because he ain't doing shit.
I mean, there's still a good chunk here left. I mean, something
Nah,
else
he
was
ain't
going
doing
down.
shit.
Threw his
You
hat
ain't doing
off.
jack shit. You ain't doing jack shit but talking.
Joey Votto in there. People still talking shit.
Keep going. You ain't doing shit. Shut up.
Oh, wait.
You ain't doing shit.
Damn.
John, how did this get started?
This is how you know no one cares about baseball. This is the most attention we've ever given to this fucking sport.
And it's still nothing's gonna
And it's
happen.
not
it's
bro.
still
it's still not that.
This is the most baseball fight in the entire world,
Nah,
man.
first 30 seconds
all
was-
this
was hot.
tension, all this pickup, and absolutely nothing out of it. The first 30 seconds was not hot. First 30 seconds was hot for baseball.
I mean, he got
if the
that
first
first hit
30
on.
seconds was
That
a
first-
hockey
the
fight,
first hit
it would be
He connected,
pathetic.
son.
If it was any other sport, it would be
Basketball?
pathetic.
Basketball?
We've seen that in basketball.
We ain't seen real punches thrown in basketball. Who throw real
Yeah.
punches? Since
And Chris Paul got
1997.
spit on, and then Rondo.
Hell yeah, Rondo.
First game of the
That,
year.
that was
set the tone.
that was more lit than the Lakers-Rockets fight. That first 30 seconds.
I mean, they set the tone. It was first game of the year and shit. LeBron debut. Chris Paul got fucking spit on and shit. It was great.
God, it was then. It was then we knew that Chris Paul
He
fucking
said it.
sucked.
Rondo said it.
What do you say?
He was like, nobody likes Chris Paul. Everybody thinks I'm the problem. Nobody likes Chris Paul. Nobody likes him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, his teammates don't like him. He's a history of whatever. Like, he just went at him.
Do you think everybody's like, oh my God, Russell Westbrook's got to change his game. Russell Westbrook's got to change his game. Do you think Chris Paul has to change the way he plays the game? I think if anybody has to change, it's Chris.
He has to change his personality.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
part of how he plays the game is
100%.
how he coaches the players around him and treats the players
you
around
got
him.
traded because no one likes you.
Right.
He's been
I mean, you're
traded
also-
everywhere.
You literally got traded for your personality, dude.
You're also
Whoa.
not productive anymore, or whatever. But
No,
like,
he's productive enough. That's not fair because he had a
for
great
his money.
playoffs.
For his money.
I think he's productive enough for his money. If Tobias Harris is getting a max contract, Tobias Harris not putting up Chris Paul numbers.
Interesting.
No,
I think you're banking
Chris
on Chris
Middleton
Paul.
not putting up Chris Paul numbers.
I think you're also banking on Chris. What's his name? Tobias Harris's upside, and Chris Paul. You know, it's nothing but downside.
I think Tobias at a point of his career where that's what he is.
You think
Yeah.
so?
I think so. Yeah,
I think he'll be better this year.
maybe, but I think the issue with Chris is truly like you play a position where part of your position is making your teammates better.
Yeah.
And the illusion was always that you were that guy who made the teammates better. And now I guess we all know that your teammates fucking hate playing with you.
What's crazy is they're still better, and they,
And they hate
you.
playing with you. They'd rather be worse.
Yeah.
They'd rather be worse and not play with you.
And not
You know
make
what
as
Chris
much money.
Paul reminds me of?
Dude, you know how annoying you got to be to where you're having the best statistical years of your career and you'd rather give that up to not play with somebody like
I
that?
would rather feed my kids less than put up with
Yes.
He reminds me of Jay Cutler, where it's like,
you. Jay was trash though.
nah, Jay had some good
He
years.
had physical gifts,
He had
but
some good years.
A couple good years. Chris Paul had like Hall of Fame.
He's a Hall
Guys,
of Famer.
Chris Paul is
He's
a Hall of Famer.
First ballot.
Chris Paul
Cutler,
is
not at all.
arguably the best point guard of our generation.
Yeah, the point guard.
He's the point guard. He was the prototypical point guard.
He was the prototypical point
You have
guard,
the
I give you
screw
that.
face.
Yeah.
I cannot think of a better point guard.
Because you're a traditionalist. You're a traditionalist when it comes to hoop.
Okay, first of all, I don't even know what that means.
I mean,
Second of all, I'm talking about the position.
Yeah.
Like, we can call someone a point guard because they're short, but if you are shoot first, I don't really think you're a point guard.
And you're getting caught up in the minutia. His point is, overall, he's really fucking good.
Yeah.
And still everyone hates him.
I agree.
That's the point, right?
God, how fucking
I
annoying
agree.
what do you think he says?
He probably just thinks he's. Everybody has that guy that they work with that fucking thinks he knows fucking everything. And
I
just
don't know, but I bet it's a lot of directing with his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, you see on the fucking.
I mean, we saw that video.
Nonstop.
You saw that video when they're on the bench and D'Antoni's just off on the side and Chris Paul's like saying something and James Harden slaps his hand.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you don't know what he's saying, but you know James Harden's just fed the fuck up with his shit.
What could Chris Paul possibly say to James Harden? What could he possibly say?
His basketball IQ is high, so he's probably saying something smart, but it's like, man, you should really. And it's like, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
I am better than you. Stop talking to me like I'm not.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you're smarter than somebody and you're not as good, you have to approach it differently. You have to say like, hey man, you know what could help you maybe? Or something. You can't talk to him like you're better than him. Nobody putting up with that.
I'll be honest. I just think he just needs to stop talking. I think he just needs to play his game and, like, hey, you're the leader of the team, but like, I'm just going to do me. And I honestly think if he has the same skill and just less of a fucking attitude and just a whiny fucking, just annoying ass type of fucking personality that he comes with.
You want to know something?
I still think he has a good 5 years in this league.
I don't. Yeah, he can be in the league, but I don't think I'm about to put my feet up on the table, bro. Give it up for
my God, dog. The bottom's is dirty, son.
Come on, son. Let the comments go. Patreon, go.
No,
Make your gifts, bro.
I'm super good.
I don't need no fucking qualms from you with your SeaWorld feet.
First off,
I don't want to hear that shit.
I came in flip flops today, bro.
That's not.
What?
Nah.
What?
That looks
It
horrible,
really looks
dog.
like you haven't washed in like a week.
Yeah, Kaz.
Boy.
But you don't have to put the flops on the table too. Just put the socks.
They're nice flip flops, bro.
Yeah, but they've been on the streets
Oh,
of New York.
Come on, man. These are disgusting. I'm looking at the bottom of your
I'd
feet,
rather
son.
put his slides in those feet.
Well, you're
this
not
is
putting
cute.
those fucking feet on my
the
slides,
up,
bro.
Come on, son. Come
Those
on.
the
You can't
house
see the
slippers,
bottom
bro.
of how those look. Like,
Nah,
try to look at the bottom. They're
You
horrible.
really do
I'm
look
not
like you stepped in
flexible
like
enough.
some sort of
It does look
residue.
like you stepped in shit.
Like some
Are you
shit.
still flexible enough to eat your toenails?
I forgot
Are
to
you still
tell
flexible enough to
Yeah,
eat your toenails?
Son, I
Eat them right
shit
there.
my pants today in the subway, bro. Son, what? I shit my fucking pants today in the subway. Dude, I don't know what I had yesterday, but it was making everything liquid. And I'm going to the subway to get my international license so I could go do Mario Karts in Tokyo.
Nice.
You can
That's what's up.
do Mario Karts on the streets of Tokyo if you have an international license.
Okay.
Subway car doors open, right? I try to let out a fart.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's always
son,
my
I've been there.
worst fear.
Son,
I've
That's
been
always
there.
my worst
that
fear.
shit bubbles, and then I know it's liquid, right? Bubbles.
It's mad hot in your ass all of
Damn,
a sudden.
it's already mad moist and hot because I was wearing pants this day,
Oh,
right?
it's a heat advisory
You're
yesterday.
trying to shut the
Advisory.
elevator door before somebody gets
No
on.
elevator.
Subway.
Subway.
No, I mean like your butthole is like the elevator
guys,
door.
so
You tighten up.
I can I tell the motherfucking story, y'all? Jesus
Go for
Christ,
it, bro.
man. Can I get it? Y'all can
Son.
tag it after I tell it. Let me get the shit out. Jesus.
Yo, that's the problem.
Yo. So I fart, and the doors open, and I have a decision to make, which is walk all the way back to my apartment.
Yes.
Which is another like 5 blocks. I'm gonna be super late for the AAA thing to get the license. I'm probably not gonna be able to do the AAA. I still got to do all this edit shit, and it was like just a little bit of poop. So I walked right in, let those doors close, and I fucking sat down on the shit that I did. And the second I got out of the train, I went to Le Pain Quotidien, and I took a wild shit inside Le Pain Quotidien.
How'd the drawers look?
It was dark.
Like the bottom of your feet?
No, it was dark already, so it wasn't.
Son, that's how you say Le Pen?
Nah, this
Say
like
what?
I've been calling that shit Le Pen quotient, son. I ain't know.
Le Pain Quotidien.
Fuck,
that's how it's
bro.
pronounced?
Y'all know what it is?
I've never even tried to say it.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like all wood inside.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bread, the quarter bread, is that what it means?
Le Pain
Le pain quotidien.
Quotidien. I don't know what that means.
The bread. I know Obon pan is the good bread.
Oh, yes.
So Le Pen Cotochier.
Whatever that quote shit means something. Point is, at 35, I shit my pants today and walked around
Bro, I
all
shit my
day
pants
with
before
it.
this podcast one time.
Did you?
Yeah, I told the story on the Patreon.
How do you guys shit your pants so much? You're adults.
Son, I
don't get you.
I had a kombucha. You know, the probiotic?
Love kombucha.
And I took a great shit. You know, you feel like mad, like empty, and you're like, oh, this is great.
Okay.
And I got a 20-minute walk to the train. So I'm walking, and then I try to force out a fart, and I'm just like, oh, that's a bad move. And then, you know, we had been so fucking strict about being on time, I had to decide. So I was late to the podcast. That was one of my exes. I ran home. Because I was like 8-minute walk from home, ran home, showered, changed, came back here late.
You took a whole shower?
Took a whole shower.
Why?
Bruh, it was just too... I walked 8 minutes with my ass, like, you know what I mean? You do this little side-to-side shuffle. It's just it was too much.
That's probably why I don't shit myself.
It's like
just regular
spread on my
shit.
cheeks and shit. It's like, let's just get in the shower.
bro. Hold on.
You walk it, because you shit it out, but then you gotta like walk and you're trying to not, you know what I mean?
Wait.
You're trying to like, because if you walk man regular, it's
gonna create a webbing of shit in between your butt cheeks.
I don't know how much shit came out of you, bro. That's a lot of shit.
That is a lot of shit.
It was shit in my pants, son. This probiotic gave me diarrhea.
But you just did a whole push on the fart, and the whole just shit came out like
Not
a log
the whole
of shit.
Because way more came out when I got on the toilet.
But
What's
in
the
that
percentage
moment,
of shit that came out at that moment?
8 to 10, probably.
10%. That's a lot.
Shit. So.
It's a decent amount.
hold on,
That's
everybody
a
stop.
chunk.
Everybody stop. 10% of the shit that you were gonna take came out.
Maybe 5.
Hold on. Did it come out as a log?
No.
It came out as
was
splatter.
Splatter.
Okay. So it splatters out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hold on. 10% of your shit
Son, it was a lot.
splatters
Them
out.
draws got thrown out in a community dumpster. Them shits is gone.
So you didn't even take it back up to your house, or you
I
took it back up to
the
your house. Yeah.
Changed, put them in a separate plastic bag, threw them out in the dumpster.
Did you change
outside.
your pants?
Oh no.
You wore the same
Yeah, I wore
pants.
the same pants. Come on, son.
Oh, dude, that's
on,
way
son.
worse than my feet.
No.
You
no,
sat
no.
on that seat that has like an absorbent bottom.
New drawers. It didn't get
the
in my
drawers
pants.
went through the fucking
Nah,
pants.
if I saw
Obviously,
shit in my jeans.
what type of drawers?
Boxer briefs.
No, not the shape, you fucking idiot. The brand of drawers.
Oh, Michael Jordan, Hanes.
Nice.
So the
Premium.
cheapest drawers.
Hanes Premium.
Hold on. The
Platinum.
But it's
cheapest
still
drawers.
cotton. They're
Okay,
cotton drawers.
you had single ply toilet paper underwear, and you shit
How you
right
just gonna
through them.
disrespect
Yeah.
And
Hanes
then-
I
Platinum
don't
like
like
that?
this Hanes slander right now, son.
I have Hanes. I might have them on. I'm wearing Hanes.
So-
That's what I shit in today.
Them are shitty Hanes.
It goes right through.
Those are bad
and you
Hanes.
still got a
dog.
ball.
No, these are
Nah,
different
you
ones.
got-
I change it up,
You
bro.
got-
I change it up.
you
I didn't
got-
take a whole shower, dog. Why do I need to take a shower?
Oh, you nasty, son.
It's nasty. Wear the pants. They got some shit on it.
Nah.
How you figure no?
Because at least.
Let me ask you a question. When you sweat on your undershirt,
Yeah.
does it sometimes touch your shirt?
Sometimes.
And do you just put that shirt back in a clean part?
I get what you're
You
saying.
put that no.
I get what you're saying.
No.
I get what you're saying.
No. What do you do with that
It was
shirt?
kinda nasty.
No. What do you do with that shirt when it's got some sweat on it?
I wash it.
I wear that shit. What's wrong with y'all?
So you wash,
No, I take it off.
you take it off,
and then it goes in the laundry.
right? Because it's got some sweat.
Yes,
Right
yeah.
now, imagine instead of sweat, it had a dump. Imagine
A
there was
clump of doo-doo.
a clump of Indian shit.
Oh.
Imagine a fucking biryani dump is just
Son,
sticking
Akaash,
to
you
your fucking
nasty,
shirt.
son.
Now you flip.
Yeah, cause you nasty.
You was
son.
kind of nasty for that, bro.
I stand by it.
Especially 10%.
I
10%
stand
of the
by it,
poop.
bruh.
10% of a whole shit. You put your. How do you shower out of cleanliness and then put your
Put the
shit pants right
10%
back
poop
on? That
on
makes no fucking sense whatsoever. You disgusting fucking mongrel.
I'm gonna be honest.
Fucking mole rat.
I don't remember washing those jeans anytime. Anytime, like after, like it wasn't like I don't remember washing them in
jeans
the
are they?
next
Because
week.
I want your Subies.
No. I got those
Which
later. I
jeans?
bought those later. I don't remember. I honestly don't.
Lies.
And
He knows.
This motherfucker knows the brand of underwear. He knows the brand. He knows the way he was walking home. He knows everything about
you
that
remember the
outfit.
jeans. You
But you
gotta
remember the
remember the
jeans. Honest, of the 4 jeans I own, I don't know which one. You got a 25% chance of getting it right.
I own 6 pairs of jeans. Thank you.
Now,
And
back
some
then you didn't
joggers.
have some Subis.
Either black or khaki. I don't remember.
So 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
Is your black or your khaki? I think it was them khakis, bro. I think you've been wearing fecal matter khakis on this podcast and 2 other events.
That was too polite.
Fecal matter?
Fecal matter khakis.
The fuck,
right.
yeah, biology
It's
or
Friday.
something.
I'm just saying. I already used doo-doo. I already used shit. I already used all the other ones. I felt I was running out.
Let me tell you something.
So, Akaash.
I do not remember washing those khakis ever.
So it was the khakis.
I don't know. I don't know if it was the khakis or the black pants. It was probably one of those 2.
It was one of 2. It was khakis or black pants.
Oh wow, bro.
This is a good talk though.
I don't know how y'all shit yourselves.
When's the last time you washed your pair of jeans?
Bro, that shit is gay,
I
dog.
was
You don't
about
wash
to say,
your
like,
jeans, son.
I swear,
That
I
shit
didn't
is
know I was-
super gay.
I did not know I was supposed to wash jeans up
I don't
until
wash
like
jeans, bro.
3
I
years
only
ago.
wash them when they get baggy. I don't wash jeans for cleanliness. I wash them for fit.
Aesthetics.
So if they don't fit no more, I'm like, I need to wash these.
Wait, so then how long have you guys owned? Like, what's the oldest pair of jeans you have?
I've had jeans for over a year that I haven't washed 100%.
You guys?
I usually wash once a year.
Once a year.
What's that?
Just don't wash. I just really didn't know you were supposed to wash jeans. Like it gives it character, bro. Like why would you want to wash the character off your jeans?
So
like,
what's
this
the
is
oldest
whack.
pair of jeans you got right now?
What's up?
What's the
You got
oldest
some
pair
shit
of
from high
jeans you
school,
got?
bro?
From high school?
You
Nah,
never
I
washed
clearly
jeans?
don't fit them shits no
Hold
more.
on.
But
Would your like family not wash jeans? Was your like your mom against
no,
it?
my mom would wash jeans all the time, and I was like, why would you?
Immigrant
Why would
moms
you
be
do
washing
that?
everything.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably why he don't wash it.
Yeah,
Mom, you're
'cause-
ruining this jeans.
Yeah, like
Just
as soon
wash it.
That
as
is
soon as
true.
they came out, they look like they go from like
My mom would
Levi's
wash
to
clothes
Wranglers,
before
bro.
I put, like if I bought clothes, my mom had to wash all of them before I could wear them.
yeah.
Because she was so excited.
Nah, because somebody else
they
could have
feel-
tried it on.
Yeah, they feel
Oh.
It's
that's
not. It's
true.
not horrible logic, but it's like, yo,
You're
I
gonna
don't
get-
give a fuck. You
I'm
know
about
what I
to
mean?
say, like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, you're gonna get that one person who tried the pair of jeans on that had like AIDS or something.
Well, they be coming from places with AIDS, bro. That's the thing. It's like it's
That's
more
a valid
dangerous.
point.
Yeah, like the
The
shit.
shit came before AIDS, but that's a valid point.
What do you mean?
Like my mom got here in like
Does
1970.
India have AIDS?
Oh yeah.
Really?
We got that shit.
Real talk.
We got that shit on Smash, bro.
You said it like if somebody asked if Chipotle got guac. You're like,
Bruh.
yeah, we got that shit. We got plenty of guac.
Yo, who would
but
fucking
AIDS.
Indian to give them AIDS though? That's what's shocking to me. Like, what non-Indian would fucking Indian girl to give them the AIDS?
Oh my god.
Al, was it you, bro?
Fuck out of here. Don't put AIDS on me. I'm already Mr. Scoop Scoop.
How he gets his scoop scoop? He's
we're
like,
ready,
you don't
Mr.
want no AIDS,
Scoop
baby,
Scoop."
baby. Yo, I'm totally playing. Al does not
Yeah, Al
have
does
AIDS.
have
It's
AIDS.
HIV is what you get first.
It's what causes AIDS.
Oh man.
I'm not.
Al ain't got
man.
shit. Al ain't got shit. Let me be generous. But seriously, there's an AIDS problem out there in India?
Oh yeah.
Really?
We got
Still?
that. I know, but still, the last documentary I saw was like 7-8 years
So
ago.
there's it, and it. No, I mean this. No jokes whatsoever. It's an actual like epidemic
It's a
out
problem. It's a
Because
problem.
they just reported India that they got 3,000 more tigers. So how they figured out how to, fix that problem, but not AIDS.
Seems like a simple
They
fix to me.
increased the tiger population, but not the gay population. That's what's curious to me about India, bro.
Wait, how they not increase the gay population?
Well, they be dying of AIDS.
Oh,
Isn't that?
they probably be
Seems like an easy fix to me, bro.
What's the easy fix? Feed them to the tigers.
That's what I'm
saying. Kaz, you crazy.
A lot of tigers, a lot of gays.
They really
a lot
did
of
increase the
AIDS.
amount of tigers. You didn't read that?
Nah, that's what's up though.
No, there was a declining tiger population. That
Yeah.
shit is up to 3,000 now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the Indian president had a whole press conference about that shit.
Son, we don't all read Homo Weekly, all right? Fuck can you get your news from? Like, who the fuck it.
Son.
Homo Weekly.
Homo
Homo Weekly.
Son.
Yo, we don't all read Homo Weekly.
Son. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was really funny, bro. I can't not even not laugh at it.
Yeah, Andrew, flipping through Homo Weekly.
Who's on the cover of Homo Weekly?
Let's see what these homos up to this week. What y'all homos getting into? Sucking each other's dicks in the bathroom? You don't say. What else we got on? Rollerblading in shorts in Central Park. Again? Aggressive eye contact in Zara? No.
You sound like that just happened to you before you came in.
Thought I just came from Zara.
I was about to say, that sounds a little too personal.
My man's like, do you need anything else in the changing room? How many items? Do you need another item in the changing room?
Oh, fuck, son.
Homo Weekly, bro. What else do we got happening? Hold on. Should we look at the sports section?
What's Michael Sam up to these days?
Fucking some guy that look like me.
Oh my god.
Homo Weekly.
Oh my
Is that the episode title?
Oh my
God,
God.
please no.
Oh,
Jesus, right.
shit,
Is that a back page ad from Kevin Durant?
Oh, come on.
Patreon, huh?
He's never going to do this show.
He was never gonna before.
You don't know. He's in Brooklyn. He might
Oh my
fuck
god.
with it one day. Who knows?
Have you
Shit.
guys
Just make sure we're doing an Adam and Eve read that
Did
day.
you guys do the crossword puzzle in Homo Weekly?
6 letters rhymes with tag it.
Oh, God.
Number 8 down.
Oh,
9 across. This can be used to clear items from your esophagus. 4 letters starting with D and ending with ick.
That seems like a pretty easy answer, guys. Seems like a pretty... I mean, the Homo Weekly crossword puzzle, they're not even trying no more.
Homo Weekly is so lit, bro.
It's so easy now. I mean,
Oh my god.
Have you guys
gotta
seen this
step up.
op-ed piece?
6 letters. He had to learn to love you. Rhymes with bother.
Oh, man.
Cass, do one.
I'm fresh out. I can't
You got
The
this.
Homo Weekly
Contribute to
crossword.
Homo Weekly.
Come on, you
We're
guys
trying to put together an issue.
Hey, come on, Homo Weekly. Homo Weekly crossword. Come on.
Submit to the editor, please.
Come on.
All right.
Do the Homo Weekly crossword. You gotta get one. Hey, why don't you give us 11 down? Can you
11 down. All right,
11
boom.
down?
Okay.
Yeah.
When when you're fresh out and you're still grabbing the back of these, rhymes with plankles.
Guys, we could have got better for you. Guys, we could have got better with you. Alex, you got one for us?
I got shit.
7 across. What is 7 across?
No, but I had something from the fitness section.
Oh, there's a fitness
Yeah,
section?
fitness section.
Hold on, I didn't even know. I didn't get to that
flip
part
to the
of Homo
fitness
Weekly.
section. Flip to the
Usually I
fitness
bust a nut before that. Today's a little different. Oh, there's a fitness section. Al, read what you got at the fitness.
You
Homo
saved me from
Weekly
a
fitness.
horrible crossword. Fuck.
No, so there's a lot of injuries going around, and so you have to start stretching your anus before you get busy. Yeah. So it's,
Can you show us a good anus stretch, please? On camera, please? What is the magazine recommending?
Yeah, can you show us the position?
Show it. You're holding it.
I can't.
Hey, come on,
It's
you
a
got
little
it.
bit blurry.
Now
I don't
you
know.
got it.
I left my glasses.
You got it. Come on.
I left my glasses.
You look like you just took a pounded. So come on, you would just do it.
Bro, you got your dick sucking fucking handkerchief over your forehead.
So it doesn't get in my eyes.
I know. You be sucking dick with authority, son. The old aggressive ass dick sucks, bro.
You probably tied the headband on that tight before, like.
Oh my god. Like Daniel's son.
Now he knows karate.
You get this crane dick.
Bro, it's not your sweat, it's the dude above you. He's sweating because he's aggressively pushing your head on his dick. That's a forearm exercise.
Sweep the balls.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Homo Weekly. So.
Jerk on, jerk off.
Homo Weekly, bro. I think we need to get back to this password, dog. Dude, this password is so lit. It's not password.
Crosswords, you mean?
What?
You mean crossword?
Have I been calling it a
It's a
password puzzle?
password puzzle.
Oh yeah, what's okay? Does anybody have another crossword?
Number 9 down is 3 letters. You probably have it.
Oh,
Rise's paid ID.
Okay. Okay, this one is 12. It's 12 across. It's 3 letters, and the hint is dragged behind a truck. You. Hey,
That's too
get
much.
it?
That's too much, yo.
Get it? Because you're gay.
That's too much. That's too much, dog.
Dude, whoever's editing this Homo Weekly is insane, bro. Because why would they put that in there? That's absurd,
I'm
bro.
worried about cancel culture.
Yo, I can't.
Oh my
gosh.
What a nutty thing. What a crazy.
Oh man.
Dude, Homo Weekly. Alex.
you went dark.
Yo, that got so fucking dark. I couldn't even laugh. Like, I knew it was kind of funny, and I couldn't even laugh. I was like, wow. That got dark fast. Holy shit.
Enjoying it.
Yeah, but goddamn.
You are, but you feel bad about it, right? Probably kind of like gay people when they first realize who they are. Oh man.
You're a dark motherfucker, son.
What? Oh my god. Dude, how do we every week? How is it possible that every week we find a way to just
Start a real newsletter,
just crazy? But like it's like every week we get crazier and crazier, dude.
I don't know if it gets crazier than that, to be honest.
Oh shit.
Dude,
Oh man.
Dog,
have you not seen 13 across?
Yo, please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
Have you not seen 13 across? It's actually 12 spaces.
12 spaces.
12 spaces.
Uh-huh.
And it's actually 2 words. And the hint is the system in your body that doesn't work anymore. Which one is it?
Oh my god.
Which one is it?
Well, it's not gag reflex. So that's not enough letters.
It says here the immune system.
I was gonna get there.
Oh my bad.
Yeah, let me get there.
I'm sorry. I thought
Gag reflex would
Oh,
be
that
the
was
te-
great. No, that was great. I thought that I gave it away by
No,
saying
no.
system.
No.
I should have said. I shouldn't have put
Yeah, no,
system
for
in it.
sure,
Oh,
for sure,
I didn't know
for
that you were
sure.
getting there.
Oh, my God.
That was really good that you counted it out.
It was hard,
lights.
right? It was hard.
That was tricky.
I was just type it out just now. It's like,
I'm like, wow, that was 12 words. Good work.
That was tricky. That was tricky. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all going to hell. We're going to
Oh
hell.
my god.
Oh yeah. Okay.
My gosh.
Oh my lord.
Somalis and the homos are going to
Come
have
together.
a field day.
They're gonna
Are they?
finally. They're gonna finally come together.
What if like this is
What
your
if they
master
tried to
plan?
come together and then the Somalis just killed the homos?
First. Yo. But can we be honest? If you're a gay dude looking at a Somali, that forehead is one hell of a cum shot, right? like, is there a better place to come on if you're a gay guy?
Oh man.
Oh my
Like
god.
that's a beginner's cum shot. Like, you know, like if you're a beginner gay and you're like, I just want to give a guy my first facial, you gotta find a Somali
You just wanna get
with
one
a
on the
big
board.
old forehead. Exactly, it's like
Get
shooting
one on
with a
the board.
WNBA ball.
Oh
like
my
he's gonna
God.
make it. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
But you're not gonna bust on
Fuck.
some, you know, thin-faced Norwegian named Klaus. Do you know what I mean? His head is built for downhill skiing.
Chinese dude with a crazy hairline.
No, so Chinese, you gonna make that.
Nah, man, don't they usually got the hairline down fucking?
Oh yeah, but they get that
Chinese got
round ass
gay.
head.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I was thinking only foreheads. Yeah, you're right. They got that round ass face though.
Oh, that shit is round.
That emoji looking ass face.
Yo, son, this is another magazine I was reading.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Y'all haven't
What's
read
the name of the magazine?
Chopsticks Weekly?
What's in Chopsticks Weekly, bro?
Chopsticks
Oh my
Weekly.
god, man.
Yo, this shit is crazy.
What did they say about Jeremy Lin?
Yo, son, Chopsticks Weekly, bro. Actually, there is a feature report about Jeremy Lin in here.
What did it say?
It
what
is,
did it say?
Yeah,
I don't
it
even
said,
know why I'm asking.
should I read it in the accent in which it was written?
Oh man, this is such a fun game.
Jeremy Lin turned. This is the title of the article. I'm in there while Jeremy. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Jeremy Lin turned into white woman in front of our eye. A huge problem with growing up with young kids in the United States is the influence of white women.
Yo, why'd you sound deaf?
I know, I turned into deaf. Bro, have you heard Deaf Weekly? Have you guys tried Deaf Weekly, bro?
Is it just called?
Hey, guys. Hey, 6 down. The sound you hear when you wake up in the morning.
Oh god.
Oh my god!
Guys, that's actually not an alarm clock. That's a deaf bird. Y'all never had a deaf bird outside your window just going.
Oh my god!
Oh, you're a sick man, bro. You're a sick man, dog. Oh my god.
Guys.
We
What
promised
the
on the
fuck?
Patreon it would be full flagrancy.
Holy
I think
fuck,
we've delivered.
man. Jesus Christ.
Kaz, what's another weekly article you subscribe to? You gonna get in on this, Kaz?
Yo, Cass, come on. Bro, we have to do My Wife is Pregnant Weekly.
See what we're not gonna do. That's what we're not
All
gonna
right,
do.
that's too hot. I get that's too hot. That's too hot, but you gotta do one, Kaz.
All right, listen. We have to talk about,
What weekly magazine do you subscribe to right now?
Let me see. Hold on. Yo, Alex, have you saw White Guys Weekly? The White Man Weekly?
I'll take it.
All right, it's right there. White Man Weekly. They got.
I'm listed it.
My gosh, they got these
I'm
amazing
intrigued.
crossword puzzles, right? 4 down.
We actually call them hang them on a crossword test.
Oh my god, son.
Actually,
That's a Jesus
joke.
Oh, okay.
Burner cross is the black.
God damn.
burn a crossover puzzle.
Damn. Oh my.
Hold on, Al. You think I didn't calculate both of those jokes at the same damn time?
That's chess.
Let's go. White Guy Weekly.
White Guy Weekly.
Hold on. White Guy Weekly. There are a couple crossword puzzles here.
Wait, there's
7 down.
11 down.
Oh, what is 11 down?
Okay.
Yeah.
The day Andrew walks in with this type of outerwear, everybody should just run for fucking cover. No.
11 down?
How many
11
letters?
down. Outerwear.
I don't get where the joke is.
It's a trench coat. No.
Oh.
Gosh.
For school shooters.
Yeah, it's because white people are school shooters. That's
You're right.
the mess. Oh,
we could do better,
gosh.
though. We could do better.
I mean,
Akash.
you're white. Go
Akash,
for it.
come on.
That was so bad.
Guys, we got to go hard.
no.
on.
I don't. It's hard because I don't. Let me think. Hold on.
Okay, ready? I got a good one. Ready? 7 down. Okay. The hint, it's okay, 7. It's 7 down. It's a 5-letter word. No, sorry, 4-letter word. Right? And white people's favorite syndrome. What is it? What is it, Kaz?
Is it down?
Yeah.
Is that?
Oh, is it downs? Did I forget a letter?
No,
I think it's down.
I think it's just down.
All right, come on.
I
We can
think
do
it's
better on
down.
the
I don't
whites,
know.
man. Come on. Let's
I
do
mean,
better.
fuck,
It seems so
bro.
hacky, like white people's favorite condiment, 8 letters or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
mayonnaise. Yeah. But let's get really good with the white. Come on.
You got to get the minutia of it.
Okay,
It's
let's
so
get
hard
to
to
the
make fun of white people because it's like, oh yes, we do not use seasoning. This is true. Like, whatever.
You got to be more severe with us. You know why it's hard to make fun of us?
Because you're actually evil.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
well,
like
that is 100% true. But I think I've realized why it's hard to make fun of us is because nothing is taboo. Like this whole device that we're playing on right now, right?
That's well said.
Every joke that we're making, right? If we're going to explain humor, and I
It's
hate
like,
to
oh,
explain
gosh,
humor,
you can't
but
say that.
the whole point of this game that we're playing with AIDS Weekly, Homo Weekly, all these weekly
Tension.
is what are the things you cannot say about these groups of people?
Yeah.
We're going to say them.
Yeah.
And we're going to allude to them, so we'll create a joke out of it, right? There is nothing that you can't say about white people that isn't allowed. So the worst thing, oh, you guys are colonize the whole world and murder everybody.
It's like, oh yes, we do.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
for
every
fuck's
politician
You've
said that
evidently-
tonight
Yeah,
at
it's
the
like white
debate.
folks don't have no fucking.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you're
I think
not
CK,
allowed.
I think Louis CK had a great bit about that too, and he was just like, oh yes, well, all white men are evil, yes, and that's just.
Like, what can you say about
Like
me?
you can't offend a white guy. Like,
Yeah.
what can you really?
That's the other thing. You might offend them with every other race. You might offend that group of people. But with white people, they're just like, yeah, you're right. And it's like, well, there's no tension there either.
That's why we're offended on behalf of you guys.
Yeah.
Because we
can
like to
see
feel
that.
offended. We just want to feel.
It's like, how's this feel? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gosh, that was such a depressing exercise.
I know, dude.
Fuck,
I
I'm
know.
sorry. I'm
I know.
sorry.
Fuck. We got to find a way. Okay, let's
I'm
think
sorry,
of
all
a-
the brown people that listen to the show and just couldn't wait to get
Okay.
some white jokes off.
Well, here's the thing. There is a group of whites.
The Proud Boys. You do look kind of Proud Boyish today with the tiki shirt.
I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
I mean, it's
This
still
is
kind
a
of tiki.
minority thing.
I mean, I feel like
I
if
have
you were,
Birkenstocks on.
That's a minority thing?
Birkenstocks
you
is
just said
Hawaiians.
Hawaiians. That's a minority thing.
Come on.
Hawaiians aren't minorities?
Yeah, they're like island people.
They're the most minorities.
They're such
Polynesians.
minorities.
But
that-
I don't even think they wear Hawaiian shirts.
They don't
don't
wear
wear
Hawaiian
shirts.
shirts in Hawaii, bro.
They don't have shirts.
So it's like white people go to Hawaii. That's why they call them Hawaiian shirts.
You might be right.
Yeah.
Now, okay, maybe we can't make fun of all whites together, but you can get little groups of whites and then make fun of them.
Okay.
For
How's
example, like white feminists. That you can make fun of because there's going to be taboo. White males, it's really hard. It's really hard.
that? Right.
I want to find a way.
well, you can. Well, when you're talking about white feminists, it's just women. You're just making fun of all women.
No. Like 6 Across, they lie about this all the time. 4 letters rhymes with
Tape.
Hold on.
There's something there.
Hold on, let me think. I can't put my finger on it.
Oh, you can't offend white folks. Like it's what could you say about them? Well, we're racist monsters. We don't use to. We can't dance. Who cares? These are all things we've heard. And it doesn't matter.
So this is actually a really cool experiment as to why Democrats will never win another election again. Because what are the things that they say hoping to sway white people?
I don't even know.
You're racist.
Donald Trump is a racist.
You're sexist. You're homophobic. And white people literally white people just go, okay, I know.
Yeah, they said that. Gosh.
Okay. Now, not to get too political, but I'm just saying that is why those things don't work for this exactly.
This is getting me depressed. I'm just like, damn, I really can't think of
Maybe
shit.
it'll cheer you up if we look at the new copy of Black Guy Weekly.
But there's Mental Health Weekly. I don't know if you...
I don't know. Oh, gosh, that was a close one.
I don't know.
That was a smooth save,
Oh, no, we're definitely going to hit Black Weekly. Yeah, it's actually monthly. It's a little late, the magazine. But
also, they didn't release for June because it was Father's Day and they were somehow absent. But we'll get there.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Did we even do Indian Weekly?
No, you have not.
Their favorite basketball player. It's a Splash Brother. It's not Clay.
Curdy?
Yeah. 100%. We can do better, guys.
We can do better than that.
We can do better.
Jeez.
It's their favorite comic. Cosby. All right. Because he rapes. All right. Guys, listen, maybe we've run out of juice.
Maybe. The juice.
Maybe we've run out of juice.
White folks. That's the one thing they can't run out.
That we love fucking juice, man.
Y'all sure do love the juice.
We need to have some good white jokes, man. I'm on board with this.
That's where I'm going.
I used to love making fun of white people. That was like all I did when we first met.
Yes.
Now it's like, it's all done. It's all so hacky now.
You should blame Trump for that.
I get it.
You should blame Trump for that.
I blame fucking liberals for that. They ruin everything.
Can I tell you? Do you know
Trump is a pride product of liberals?
I'm saying this on the Patreon because it's not big in terms of like how controlled it is. We can keep it here. Do you know a comic named Jack Knight?
Yeah.
Black kid.
I fucks with Jack actually.
From L.A. Very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny. You met him, I think, in Montreal.
Okay.
We're just kind of like riffing in Montreal, and he says this thing. He goes, it was so funny. I was like, dude, you got to do a joke out of this. He goes, Trump got all the people. Let me get this right. He goes, Trump got all the people who didn't vote for him jobs and none of the people who did. So he's like, all them coal miners, they ain't at work. All those factory workers, factories ain't open. But you know what we got? Black Woman Sketch Show on HBO. Right?
Good.
And then he started going through these other like diversity hire
That's great.
type of programs.
Jack is great, dude.
What a poignant observation,
Yeah.
which was you hate this guy, but he's the reason you got a show.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it is fascinating way to look at it. And that's the way I would do it if I was going to like create a narrative. I'd be like, hey, Trump is great for minorities. Look what Hollywood is afraid to not put us in.
Your only chance of getting him to not win the election is to just say, this guy's gotten so many minorities jobs. So many minorities.
Entertainment-wise, he's been amazing for minorities.
Yeah.
News-wise, he's been amazing for in terms of journalism, all these, like, way more jobs. Coal miners, still out of work. All those motherfuckers he promised jobs, out of work.
That's great.
Politically, you have people of color being like thrust to the forefront because of it. The squad, the AOC, all the other bitches, right?
Yeah.
All of them put up for. Why would that ever happen if there was like a minority there was him? Hell no.
That's what they said. They always said that was like the necessary evil of him. Like,
let me find this tweet from Jack. He said this thing after the whole Dina Hashem thing.
What's that?
He had a tweet that said like, black dudes are doing white women shit to white women now. Times are crazy. Which is what basically the comic who called out Dina did a white woman thing to a white woman.
Can you explain that a little more?
this is insensitive. This isn't right. It was a black dude doing that to a white woman.
Yeah.
And this is
Usually a white
insensitive.
woman-
This
yeah.
isn't right. We should do something. That's such a white woman thing to do.
Yeah.
But a black dude did a white woman thing to a white woman. Thought that was such a great point. Then this comic Indian girl says, she's Arab, but yeah. And then Jack just responds, nobody cares. That's so fucking funny.
What's his Twitter name? @Jack Knight.
I think it's just Jack Knight. I'll find him again.
JK, I believe it's
Yeah,
he was
JK.
very.
that's
I
good.
didn't see any of his sets, but he was very funny just hanging out.
He said something to me like a year or two
Oh,
ago.
gosh.
And he mentioned you. He's like, I watch you, I watch Andrew, and like, I can't wait to get older. And I was like, why? And he was like, because I know where my mind is trying to go, but right now I'm not old enough to get there.
Right.
And I know when I get older, I'll be smart enough to make that connection.
Yeah.
And then when I saw his bits, I was like, oh, I see what you mean. Because I have this great idea, and he can't quite make the connection.
Yeah.
And he's like 25 now, probably. So
Young.
then
Kid.
when I met him, he was like 23 having. So as he gets
he's gonna
older,
be
he's
big.
going to make that connection, and these jokes are going to start. He's nice, dude.
Yeah, you know what he has? He has like he has this great kind of this great authenticity.
Yeah.
But it's like it's an inner city authenticity. It's like, I don't know where he's from, but like
Seattle.
he's from Seattle.
Yeah.
Interesting, but he doesn't have like a suburban authenticity. He feels like he's from the culture, and he's also really smart. But he communicates
Yeah.
in a way where you're like, oh, I feel like this guy's real.
Yeah, very charismatic,
He's
very
not
likable.
he's not condescending. There's certain guys that condescend in
Yeah.
their bits, and like that, I don't think communicates.
I already saw a tweet that made me laugh
What?
really hard because it was about Chance the Rapper. We was making fun of Chance the Rapper before he came
Yo,
in his
son.
album, right?
that tweet?
Son, can we look at Chance the Rapper Weekly? Can we look at Chance the Rapper Weekly? Real talk.
So let me read the tweet before.
Please.
Jack Knight said, he said, the big day is proof a lot of y'all kids should be on drugs. Know who you are, kids. Shoot the heroin.
See, it's a great fucking bit.
Bitch, I love my wife.
Please get that video up.
Oh my god.
Please. So there's
Boy,
for
I got
everybody.
that shit in the tuck. I've been watching this shit every day. Every fucking day. Oh my god.
So just give context to it, Kaz,
Can
real
you
quick.
read the tweet again?
Just
All
real,
right,
real
so-
quick. Yeah. So Chance the Rapper, he can't even talk.
Chance the Rapper came out with his album, The
Yeah,
Big
The
Day,
Big
last
Day.
week, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and his whole thing is he's a very positive guy, putting out positive messages and shit. And this guy tweets, this is really the entire Chance album in one Twitter video. Here we go.
Oh, I love my wife. I love my wife. With my wife. My wife's real young. My wife's real small. Let's go to the beach and play with a beach ball. Praise Jesus God and my wife. Let's go to the beach and ride a
Oh, motherfucker.
bike. Oh, I love my wife. I love my wife.
Son, I had that shit stuck in my head the past 2 hours.
Gotta catch you.
It is.
Gotta
Yo,
catch
Chance
you.
need to remix that. If
He
Chance
needs
is
to.
a real one, he'll remix
Yeah,
it.
He's got
for sure.
to. He's
You
got
gotta
to.
have a sense of humor.
That
If
about
shit
he
it.
got
doesn't, he's offended.
She
Yeah.
got 3 million views.
If he doesn't remix it, he's offended, and they really got to him.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I love my wife.
God
It's good
damn,
that we
man.
explain.
What the fuck?
Do you think it's good that we explain comedy?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I watch a lot more inside jokes now. Like I saw the joke that you put up about what was it?
The Native
The
Americans?
natives. Yeah. And
Isn't
like the
that
origins
the point
of
of
that shit.
inside jokes? Is to let people see the process and maybe they'll be less
Yeah.
offended by it?
But yeah, but I have trouble where I'm like, I was talking to Ronnie Chang about this, and he was like, I don't like to explain it because I feel like we lose when we explain it. Like we start playing, and then I was like, yeah, it was like we're playing an away game or something like that, you know. Like, but instead of just kind of like doubling down and making fun again, but also I feel like the explanation takes away a little of the severity.
magic?
No. Like maybe on a negative side, magic, but a
Right.
positive side takes away the severity. Like even explaining the whole thing that we were doing with the with the weekly,
Yeah.
it was like explaining what that was. I feel like takes away the severity. It's like we're not going, this is what these people are. We're going, this is the most horrific things to say about these groups,
And that's why it's funny.
and that's why it's funny.
And without
exactly.
that, it's not funny. And
Well,
it's
I feel
almost
like-
good that we struggle. We showed us struggling white people because it's like, oh, that's white. Oh, that's
Son,
why
I
it's not funny.
Still can't get something for white people.
Son,
Son,
it
it's
is,
just great.
and it's
Like the
but
best one I
here's the
got
thing.
is that.
Go.
Look, okay, this is 10 letters, and it's the rite of passage for every white man to make it into the 1%.
10 letters.
10
Suck
letters.
a dick? That's 9, I think.
Epstein. Did I get it right?
But pedophilia.
Oh, pedophilia.
Okay, pedophilia. Yeah.
It's not bad. It's
Man,
not
I
bad.
can't,
No,
like-
it's
But it's
because
fucking-
here's the thing. And again, listen, what you said is funny. It's just not taboo.
Yeah.
And everything
As
that
an
we were
example.
saying. Yeah, go.
We read Andrew's death threat last episode. You weren't here. The guy said 10 times, you're a pedophile, you enslave people, blah, blah, blah.
Adorable.
Twitter or IG, we put that up as a video. IG didn't take that down as hate speech.
No.
And not that they should have. I'm just saying nobody was offended by it to the point that they're like, yo, this is hate speech. Like, that should be hate speech. If it was a death threat Kaz got, and somebody
that's
was saying
going
some
down.
black people shit about it, and we're not putting it up online, and if the second we did, everybody like, are you fucking crazy? Take this down. IG would take it down.
And to be fair, like
That is a very
when
I'm not
white
saying it's
people
wrong or right. I'm just saying that's
no,
what's
that's a
taboo.
perfect
Yeah.
example. And like when you look at white people are never, and this is something I've noticed, right? White people are really never offended when like non-white people make jokes about white people, like when they say call us mayonnaise or that kind of shit like that. We're not offended, right? Notice the argument. The argument isn't how could you say that about me? We always go, but if we said that about you, right? So again, we're acknowledging it doesn't bother us.
Right.
What bothers us is we can't call you Nutella,
Right.
right?
And tell us. That's funny.
But you understand what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
like that is what bothers these white people, and it is an interesting argument, and I think on some level it makes sense for why you can't, because it is effective.
Yeah.
The thing you say to somebody should be based on the effectiveness of it,
Right.
right? Like you could punch your uncle in the stomach when you're a kid because it doesn't hurt,
Right.
but you can't punch your friend in the stomach because it does.
Right.
Right? And white people, we're built like a fucking fat uncle that can take those stomach punches.
Right.
Especially in America.
Is that
Especially
an
in America.
argument for why you can't punch down, though?
Fuck punch. No, punch down. I was saying why certain things are more offensive in that direction.
Okay.
And it's like there is a weight and a
Right.
gravity. So for white people going, well, why can these people say these
Yeah,
things?
okay.
Well, they can say it because it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah.
It truly doesn't.
Yeah.
The only reason we say don't say certain things is because they hurt.
Right,
Now,
okay.
you and I and Kaz and Alex, we're creating humor around them
Yeah.
to
diffuse it.
diffuse it and like equal out the pain.
Right.
So it's like you got some pain, but you got some laughs. So shut the fuck up.
If the idea of punching down automatically places you beneath me. Do you know how fucking if I say, "Oh, I won't punch down to these people," I put myself above them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great point.
And that is so arrogant and fucking condescending.
Oh.
Fuck you. I don't care if you have more money than me.
That's way more insulting than the
status.
joke.
You are not above me.
That
Go
is
fuck yourself.
That is such a great point.
That's a
It is
great
more
point.
what is
Yeah.
more offensive than the joke is
class.
the position of class.
Yeah.
I refuse to punch down. Well, who's down? Well, everyone that's not
Well,
me.
gay people and minorities.
Anyone who's not a white
So
straight
this is
man.
your kingdom, and they're
Yeah.
just the serfs
Yeah.
that are living in it.
Yeah.
See, that is
That's a bar.
it's a great argument.
Go fuck
yeah.
yourself.
Even the fact, and that's the thing that these people are so like delusional. They don't even realize the wording that they're using. You could not say down. You could think of another term that
Yeah.
wouldn't apply superiority.
Yeah.
It applies superiority.
Because they don't see themselves. Like, you guys don't understand how you look pitying me. I don't want to punch down. I don't need your pity.
That's why on some level, I feel like these white elite liberals, they love the idea of white privilege because it reinforces how they feel. Right? They're like, you're so right. You guys are so underprivileged compared to us up
Everything
here in
that
the
I have,
clouds.
Yeah.
You guys are just humans. I'm an elf.
And that allows you to
Don't give
not-
them that satisfaction,
And that
dude.
also allows them to, I feel guilty, and now I don't have to do anything. I feel guilty. I
As
feel
long
bad.
as I acknowledge it.
And
as
now
long
that
as
I feel
say it.
guilty, and I just acknowledge.
Hey, I checked my privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked it. I
Weird.
apologize.
Somebody, fuck. I always bring up the show fucking Euphoria, but like
I gotta see this show.
the main
Sorry.
character, it's a
Holy
great fucking show.
Yeah,
What is the
this
show
is
about?
fucking
It's
amazing.
about.
This
You ever
show's
watch
good.
Degrassi?
No.
It's basically just like
way
high
better.
school
Don't
kids
say
on
Degrassi,
No, it's like
bro.
Degrassi on steroids. It's exactly what it is.
Oh, maybe on
it's
steroids,
Like
yeah.
fucking
It's
like real
X-rated
shit.
Degrassi.
high
Yeah.
school kids, drugs, sex, transgender, fucking
Can you
fucked
watch
up
high school
parents,
kids
like,
fuck?
it's fucking
I'm
wild, dog.
I'm praying that everybody is just like older. Well, the women that are older and they're just paying younger.
Of course,
Yeah.
they're not
Dog.
gonna have 16-year-olds.
Some of them
sex
is
scenes.
like,
dog.
I
Like
wouldn't do that.
No.
Right?
They
Zendaya
can't show it.
just turned 21. Like she's not that far
I mean,
past being high school age.
easily.
Like
21 could get it.
Yeah.
Like 21 can't get it.
Hell yeah.
Bro. I was kind of wrestling with that the other day. I was
19
like,
and up, dog. 19 and up. 18 you just can't do because it's like
That's weird. Like
it's
you
like
waiting,
you waited for it.
waiting in the weeds for it.
Yeah,
That's why I hate
right.
barely legal, like the name of porn.
like,
Because you're just
ew.
admitting you want to fuck underage girls,
Children.
but you're just obedient. You know what I mean? Like you,
Like, I want to fuck you, but I'm not going to break the law.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's too
You out
much.
here crossing the street on the yellow.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, go on.
Nah, so the one of the main characters on the show is a real life transgender woman, and you know she's like the first couple episodes.
AKA a man.
I mean,
That's what we
they
call
show her
a
tits and
guy.
everything. Like I don't know, it's a whole thing. And
How
she
old
was
are
on
those tits?
I don't fucking. Her name is Hunter.
I didn't know she was trans.
Nah, she's trans.
No,
yeah.
Does your
she's-
age start over when you
like-
make the sex change?
Son, that pussy brand new, son.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Her
No, but I
name-
think she had a
Hunter
bulge.
Schaefer is her name.
Yeah.
She's like you look at her. She looks like a
Nah, I
girl
seen
until
she
you
look good.
figure
Yeah.
out she's a
mad
boy.
tall though.
Yeah,
And
and
look
then
at
you
the
know,
feet. Let me see
she's
her
20
feet.
years old. She's 5'10". Holy shit.
Yeah, she's tall, bro.
And even she had like she had some interview and she was like checking her privilege. She's like, wow, this is great that you know I'm a actual transgender person on this very successful show, but I understand that I fit the narrative because I'm slim and I'm white and I'm blonde and da 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 da. And everyone's like, oh wow, she's so
Yeah.
well aware of that. And it's basically the same thing you said about like, yeah, like just because you're successful on the show doesn't mean like all transgender people are gonna be like life's gonna be better for you. Like you already put yourself in a class above other transgender people,
Which she
And
loves.
and I guess that's what you were saying about like quietly you kind of love that white privilege because
Love
you are putting yourself up.
Son,
there
love it.
and
And
a lot of people
that's
don't.
what, don't give them that shit for an inch.
Yeah.
Don't give them,
Shouldn't.
don't give these motherfuckers that shit for a fuck. Even if you do feel it, talk about it amongst yourselves, but never give it to them to their face.
Yeah.
Because they want that shit.
Yeah.
They want it.
But never give them what exactly?
The satisfaction of like you going, well, you are so privileged, and you're basic. Once you start saying that about someone, you basically saying you're above me.
Oh,
So
okay.
even if you feel it, nah.
Okay.
It's like dapping up the famous person. Like you regular here, bro. We know you're famous, but what's up?
Not gonna fan out and shit.
I don't
But you should
care.
watch the show, man.
Now
It's a
I'll
very
watch
good
it.
show. It's a
All
very
right,
good
and
show.
that's sparks a question.
Next week's the
So-
season finale, so it's a good time to binge that shit.
All right,
bench, yeah.
so each of you, I know Akaash is different for you, but whatever. Each of us, we were like a baddie, right about to smash, right before you put on the condom and about to smash, you putting on condoms. She says, "Oh, I used to be a man."
No,
And
Wait,
made it
what?
wouldn't do it.
How bad?
Baddie, like
I'm not going.
I wouldn't do it.
I put a finger in there just to see what, like, just to see what the pussy feels like, you know, because I'm curious what a fake pussy
Yeah.
feels like. So I'd be like, all right, bro, let me feel that, let me see it, bruh. Like I'd say, bruh, a lot.
okay. So what if it feels like a pussy?
You gonna dive in? I think Andrew would do
I ain't
it.
fucking dog. Nah.
I think you do it. I
But
think
like,
you do it.
I'm gonna need to inspect it, but on some homie shit, like, yo. You're good. Like I'm not gonna beat you up or anything like that. Like you almost got me, but thank you for being honest. I appreciate you for being honest. Like you would have got me, son. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like
I respect that. I respect
waiting
that.
for my dick to stop getting hard. It takes a little second for it to be soft. Don't flatter yourself. You know what I mean? And then
Yo, you
and then I just
it sounds
and
like
then,
you've had this conversation.
and then I just be
Thought
like,
it through.
yo,
Son, I thought about this today on this show, son.
this what I
was
would have
like,
said. I would have said this. I
bro,
would've-
because like the first two
I'd be like, why
episodes,
don't
you
you
really
just
don't
suck
know.
my dick before you told me that shit, son? Fuck!
No, you watch the first 2 or 3 episodes of the show, you don't realize, like, you start putting the pieces together like 3 episodes down. My phone right here. And then you're just like, because the first scene, you're like, I think she's like sucking some dude's thumb and then like she's getting
like,
banged out, all this
son,
other stuff. And just like,
I was tricked.
and then the 3rd episode in, it's like, holy shit.
You said that shit like you jerked off to
You
it.
seen titty? You see,
But I
you
was
see
just
her
like
titties?
tricked. Like I'm looking
Everything.
at that
It's
scene,
a lot.
thinking that it's
Hold
a
on,
woman
you see
getting
titties?
fucked.
Yes, you do.
No, but with her, like she was
The latest episode,
or-
you definitely see titties.
Her titties?
Oh,
Her
word?
titties.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't.
The one that
I'm
just
not
came
up
out
to date.
Sunday.
I'm not, so no spoilers.
That's wild, bro. It's just
That's
like
a wild show.
It's a wild fuck. Yeah, like it's ooh. especially you about to have some kids, like
But
some
I just
girls.
think it's all right. So here's the show's gonna win a bunch of awards because everybody's
big deal.
watching it.
Drake produces it too. He's a producer of the
Yeah,
show.
everybody's watching it right now. It's gonna win a bunch of awards. But one thing I'm surprised there's no outrage because there's like a couple people that are big fans. Well, a lot of their fans are like kids. So like kids are watching this shit, and kids really shouldn't be watching this shit.
Fam, so
That-
this
that
is
shit is over.
interesting. Let's talk about this
Yeah.
because I look back to an episode of 90210. Remember 90210?
Yeah.
Beverly Hills 90210. For those of you guys who are watching, there was a popular show called Beverly Hills 90210. It was a weekly show, and it took place in Beverly Hills, obviously, and it was a high school drama, essentially, like almost like a drama soap opera. And one of the episodes, it was just on TV, and they were doing coke.
Yeah.
And I remember like, yo, I watched this shit when we were in fucking, I mean, I was probably in middle school or
Yeah,
younger.
Naruto,
B.
no,
I was
but
in
that came out when
That's
we were
early
elementary.
90s.
elementary, so it's like,
Yeah.
hold up. I was a kid watching this devout. Remember, it was like something about the Brenda years. They called it the Brenda years.
Yeah.
It was
And
on.
she left the
Shannon
show.
Doherty.
And then she left it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
replaced her with Kelly
They're bringing that show
Kapowski.
back, by the way.
Yeah. Which one? The Now 210
Yeah, they're doing a reboot.
They already did.
I thought they
No,
did already.
Another one. Okay,
with like
boom.
the whole original cast on Fox.
Sad.
Oh, wow.
I
We don't
just
need
saw
that.
commercials
Well, not
for
the
like
whole
Nah,
cast.
Dylan died.
Yeah.
No, like yeah, one clearly. Luke
But
Perry died,
point
but
being
everybody
like,
else-
point being like,
I actually think they
they're
filmed some
doing
episodes before he
cocaine,
passed.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm in elementary school watching that shit, right? You're telling me about this show where they just fucking.
No.
No, they're doing a
everything.
lot. They're doing everything on
Pills,
this
all
show.
drugs.
Yo, but isn't
So like
it?
the main
Rape.
character Zendaya is like a recovering
Rape,
drug
all
addict.
that.
So like people getting
Like, this
raped,
shit is
people
crazy.
getting fucking
so let's talk about this for a
second.
second because it's like we put out videos on YouTube, they get demonetized, they
That's
get
what I'm
flagged,
saying.
they get all this shit.
It's so hypocritical, dog.
But all these shows that are on TV get. I mean, this is mind-boggling to me that there is nothing that's stopping kids from watching this. If
Just a little rating. That's it.
And-
I think the
It's on
rating and the
parent.
fact that's on
wait for it,
HBO.
but wait for it. When we were kids, HBO would put this on at a time. That's why TV had times.
Yeah.
HBO would put on a time where your parents would be like, "You ain't watching that fucking shit. Turn that
Yeah.
shit off." They had control of the TV.
Yeah.
Now that everything's streaming, there's no more control in nothing.
Right.
The kids can watch it whenever they want. You don't even know if your kid's watching on the phone. You got no clue. When you have a kid right now, you can have no clue what they're consuming.
Yep.
So what happens? Do FDA just go away?
FCC.
FCC just go away?
No, I think.
yeah.
I think
well,
when you
also because they're not going to be channel 4, 5, 8, 11, whatever.
Yeah, it's a premium
Cable can
channel.
already, honestly, can say anything. They usually edit fuck just because, I think. But my understanding is cable can put everything on because you're paying for those channels.
Yeah, it's
You
kinda
are
like
paying
this-
for HBO. You are subscribing to HBO. 4, 5, 8, 11 is on no matter what if you got an antenna. So they have to adhere to those rules. As everything goes streaming, you're paying for all this.
Yeah.
We put out whatever the fuck we
it's
want
like
to.
us. It's like Patreon. It's like you pay the subscription.
So,
you can put out whatever
my
the fuck you want.
question is, you put that little thing in the beginning that says you have to be 18 and over. You should be 18 and over
Right.
to watch this, right?
They do a disclaimer before every show too.
Of course they do,
Yeah.
but it's not functional. I think at a certain point in time, the FCC is going to start clamping down. I think they're going
That's
to
what
be.
I think. I think with this show, there's once parents start getting hip to what the fuck this show is about,
Also
and they realize the
think
kids are watching.
outrage culture
It's
has
a little.
shifted.
Hold on, this is a good point because it's like you got to, as a parent, go HBO. You want me to cancel my shit? I can't have my kids have access to this type of programming. Like this shit ain't Insecure, dog. This
Yeah.
shit ain't a fun, cool show or whatever, just about relatable life shit. That like, all right, you're gonna be in a relationship one day. This is drugs and heroin.
And what's crazy, it's almost like they're teaching them how to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it, like, walks
there's,
them
there's a lot of
through-
shit that I did not know about.
Yeah, like
that,
I'm learning shit.
I saw
It's
like step
walking
by
them
step
through
done.
like which drugs to take, what it makes you feel like, how to make money online by fucking
Yeah.
selling pictures of your feet
Nudes
and
and
shit.
shit. like-
Now go.
This is
to
a high school.
Now go
And
to
it's-
what you're gonna say because I think it's in the
There's
same
been
trajectory.
there's been a seismic shift in outrage culture.
Right.
When we were kids, it was all parents protecting us from music with cuss words,
Yeah.
TV shows with nudity or drug use or whatever. Parents probably weren't thrilled about 90210 sex. Now the shift is don't say anything that could offend my kids. Not even cuss words, hate speech or whatever. And all this other shit doesn't bother them as much. Insecure been on HBO. I haven't seen a safe sex scene in Insecure. This bitch
And
Issa
she called a lot of shit
cheated
for
on her
that,
man
too.
raw,
Yeah.
and then she fucked another dude. Then she fucked her ex raw.
Yeah, but it's crazy. She actually took heat for that.
Yeah, she called
I haven't
some
heard
shit for that. I remember
anything
that.
about this show.
But I think what Akaash is saying is valid, 100% valid in
Yeah.
terms of like the shift in outrage or what we were outraged by. This has just become something that's out of control. The streaming device is made out of control. Yes, you could tell your kid, for example, you don't have HBO on your phone. That's fair. But your kid can just watch their friend's phone. They can just go on YouTube. They can go on Instagram and see the one scene that's in this. It is impossible to curate your kids' lives anymore and what they see.
Yeah, also,
those days are done.
we didn't have internet. They got cable internet at home. Whatever you try to censor,
That's what I just said.
Yeah,
like
okay.
they can access anything. Matter of fact, putting blocks on anything at all is futile.
yeah. Well, I'm adding to not even the scene of that show. I can go watch porn right now. I
100%.
watch anything.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
That's the one thing that terrifies me about kids, man. Like I remember like the hoops we had to jump through. To
Oh, you
watch
could shelter
porn
kids before.
Back in the day, you had to watch Scrambled and hope to see like a half a
Yup.
titty
Yup.
onto something.
good old
The good old now.
You'd have to change it in between channels,
Yeah, you
back
have to
and
keep
forth,
going back and
over
forth.
and
Oh
over.
my
again,
God.
and you get
Second
a
of
little
it.
bit of a titty.
Bro,
Yeah.
motherfuckers used to. You didn't have like in high school like that one kid that had like the porn magazine and like we'd all like go and like he'd like you
Oh, you bring
borrow
it and
it
then
or
you-
like you're like
everybody
oh
look
shit
at
this
it
dude got
together,
that.
yeah.
All that now you just put Pornhub.com you can see anything.
This is a scary time to have
Anything.
kids,
This
bitch.
show, son. That show.
I'm gonna watch
You
it.
gotta
but-
watch the show. It's a good show. I mean, despite all the wild shit in it, like the way it's shot,
I
like it's
saw
a
more
great fucking
dicks watching this
Yeah,
show
it's so
than
many
I got in
dicks.
my DM.
Y'all are
Dicks.
not selling me on this show.
It's so many dicks. Well,
Mad
it's a lot of dicks, so I
bro,
figured you'd love
like
it.
boys' dicks, high school kids' dicks.
Well,
There's a
how do
whole,
you-
they had
why-
a whole
how-
scene in the
Hold on,
fucking
hold on. let Alex talk here because I'm confused about this.
in the room where they shower and shit like that. The
Yeah, yeah.
locker
Locker
room.
room.
Yeah. So they just showed everybody, the whole football team naked, and then zoomed in on every single person's dick.
Okay, so this is quite interesting. Let's pause here. HBO knows exactly what it's doing. There was a clip of mine recently that went viral where we were talking. There was like the kid was in the audience with the underage girl, right? And it was it was labeled guy with underage girl in the audience. And the shit exploded. I had some funny lines to the kid, but there's also this intense curiosity to something taboo and illegal.
Right.
There's the same reason why Barely Legal is the most popular porn site,
Yeah.
or like Stepmoms or whatever. It's like something that is morally bankrupt, right?
Sylvia came here. Her best shit was like the incest.
Yes,
shit.
the incest shit, right? So the morally bankrupt shit we're drawn to. It's like sticky to us. It illuminates, right? HBO knows this, and HBO knows they're playing with morality. They're going, hey, let's take a bunch of actors that are over 18 and show their cocks, but to everyone watching, they're watching underage boys naked.
Yeah.
They're playing into this primal, disgusting animal instinct that maybe is in every human to watch the thing that you shouldn't watch. They got kids fucking, they got a tranny doing shit. It's almost like a group of people sat around and they were like, what are the most salacious, disgusting desires of humans? Why don't you tell us, Pornhub? Tell us the things that are the most, drugs? Bet. Underage girls? Bet. Trannies? Bet. Underage dicks? Bet.
I for sure had to
Put
Google
them shits
all
in the
them
fucking
bitches'
thing.
ages. I have to watch that shit because like
But think about that. Like, this is, I think, by design. I think this isn't a show that was just written because someone had a passionate story to tell. I think this was fucking calculated decision. They're going in the same way Trump escalates his rhetoric to get attention, right, for the election. I think HBO's going, hey, it's survive or die right now. We going in there with Netflix. We just lost Game of Thrones, which was our rape incest show.
yeah.
We need to have some new shit to combat.
This show has more dicks than Game of Thrones.
Let these teenage boys and girls start fucking on camera. Let's get it popping. Let's do whatever we do to survive.
Son, the most.
This show has way more
edgy
dicks
shit
than
I've
Game
ever
of
seen.
Thrones. And Game of Thrones had a lot of dicks. This show has like
Whoa,
there's a whole
bro.
episode on like dick pics and like
Whoa,
how
bro.
like you send nudes to people and like and mind you the thing about that is
Because you could
like,
do this as adults. You could do this in college. This
Yeah.
could be a college show, but it's not on purpose. It's a high school show because the way we talk about it is yo, you can't believe this shit that's going. If this happened in college or after, it wouldn't be you can't believe. It'd be like, oh, that's a weekend out.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's Burning Man.
It's a wild show.
It's
Whatever.
a little wild, but nothing crazy. But high school, the conversation, they shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
How could they be? They know exactly what they're doing,
Good
bro.
point. This is a good point. And your entire sales pitch was there's little boys' dicks, there's a trans with titties out,
Yeah.
they got raped. That was y'all's pitch to us.
There's
to watch
violence.
this show.
There's
Good show.
like
No
each
part of me wants to watch
episode.
it. I mean this. 0% of me wants to watch this show.
You
after
would
y'all's sales
love it.
pitch.
There's bad
The
dicks.
first. But like each episode follows like a specific character and their story. Like the first episode, they introduce you to everybody,
Right.
And then like every episode, like Zendaya is like narrating like one character's like story. Like they got like the jock, they got like the two slutty little girls. They have her and her rehab story. They have the tranny girl. They have the white boy, like the crazy motherfucker. Like it's fucking. And mind you, like it's like a Hype Williams video. Like the way you watch it, it's like the colors and the way it's shot. Like
beautiful.
It's like like they getting cinematography Emmys off rip because it's shot beautifully, but it just has it's beautifully shooting the most vile shit you can see. Yeah. And I think that's like probably the best way you can like hook somebody on it.
I mean, this shit is just. I gotta take this in.
I ain't gonna watch it. Good for y'all though.
Why don't I think Akaash, we're on the same page right now with
Yes,
do some
sir.
Patreon questions
Let's
from
do
the
it.
Capitans.
Let's do it, man. Let's
shout
do
out
it.
to the
Page, give me a
Capitans.
second.
And then again, guys, tomorrow, I want y'all to wish us. Well, it's not tomorrow because by the time you read it's going to be Friday. But
Next
just
episode.
know we doing it tomorrow. We going the marathon. We doing the marathon. 2
Three.
eppies,
3 hours.
minimum 3 hours. We going for it, and we getting Slizashita.
You're.
We going Sliz. Oh fuck! Can I get drunk tomorrow? Shit! I gotta perform.
What time?
Just do pills.
All right, Tim from Patreon, the captain asks, a 16-year-old won $3 million in a Fortnite tournament. Will shaming kids for not wanting to go outside and play start to come to an end? If you knew your kid was great at video games, would you encourage to play nonstop to be the best and enter tournaments?
Son, it's an excellent question. The amount of money that these motherfucking kids made is unreal, dog.
I think fifth place got $900,000.
Fifth place got $900,000. First place got $3 million. Granted. Okay, another yeah. So, a couple questions surround this right here, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter the activity. If there's interest in competition, people will watch, right? The earliest competitions were the gladiator shit, right? A gladiator would fight a fucking lion in the Coliseum, right? And that wasn't necessarily a sport.
It was high stakes.
But it was high stakes and it was competition and people would watch. Video games, we never considered like an athletic achievement, but it is something that's competition and people will watch.
Yes.
And it just so happens that it has arguably some of the best storylines built into any competitive event, which is the regular guy doing extraordinary things.
Yeah.
When you hear a little fucking 14, 15, 16-year-old kid or whatever wins $3 million and changes him and his family's life forever, you best believe that next year we tuning into this fucking tournament.
Oh, listen, the best
Come
thing you
on.
could do, the American dream, is if you could sell somebody on, hey, this could be you. This could be your son. This could be one of your kids that wins $3 million. If you could sell anybody on that, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. It could be video games. It could be basketball. It could be fucking running for president, whatever the fuck it is. If it's something where I could look at that and be like, this kid was nobody last year.
Right.
Now everybody knows him and he won $3 million for his family. He's not even 15 years old. It's a win. So yeah, if my kid was nice in fucking video games, shit. Better be the best at that shit.
That's the thing. You can't be okay.
Yeah.
Don't dedicate all that. Like, if you dedicate all your time to basketball and you're okay, I'm still proud of you. But
Yeah.
if you dedicate all your time to video games and you're okay.
I'm still making my kid have a
Yeah,
life.
but
You got to have
lose
outside
But
time.
how long do you know? Because everyone's okay to start, and then you get good. So it's like, how long do you
Well,
let
they
him
have
rock
like
out?
ranking systems too.
No, but I mean, how long do you let him go before you're like, okay, you got to stop now?
I don't think I want my kid to do this shit, man. I'm
No, none of us want.
No.
But we all want our kid to make $3 million. So it's like one of those things where let's say my kid is a natural fucking gift. Let's say he's a natural fucking gift.
Like he's ninja or something.
He is ninja, he's Borg or whatever that kid is, whatever. And he just keeps telling me, yo, every time I enter these tournaments, I'm busting these motherfuckers' ass. Why don't you just let me practice this shit? I'm going to go, okay, I'll give you a year. If you can show me that you're nice, go. Do
Drop
it
out of school?
No. But like, you know, you find some
I
time.
don't
That's
think
gonna
some of
start
these
happening.
kids are not going to school.
I guarantee you that's
I'll
gonna
be
start
honest. Like the thing that makes
Really?
that.
Yeah, like
yeah.
these kids are up all night.
Yeah.
These are the kids that aren't in Euphoria?
Because exactly. they got like Twitch and
It's either
shit.
Euphoria or Fortnite. You got to figure out which one you want your kid
So
to be
a
in.
friend of mine, you know this one, but he got a lawsuit, so he's able to just sit at home. But like, he's like a vampire. He's like sleeps during the day and then he's up all night on Fortnite.
And he's good?
Yeah, he's good. He wasn't in the tournament, but he was like went to the shit. But I mean, all he does.
Yeah.
Has a Twitch.
I mean,
has,
the
like,
good thing about that is,
people
though,
following
like-
him, paying
He
him
makes
money
money?
and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
He
like,
makes money at it?
like a little something. He gets like donations and shit like that.
So my guy Donish,
You need to put that in the studio.
yeah.
At video game situation, you have to have something of that sort.
A Twitch?
Yeah.
My guy Donish, who I'm going on tour with, who's featuring for me. He was a professional gamer like 15 years ago, like Halo, like OG. So he's like cool with Ninja and all these dudes. Actually, I said 40 people bought tickets to the show in LA. It's all like, he said the biggest gamers in the world are going to be at this show, which I think he thought I was going to be impressed by. And I was like, all right, fucking dorks. But it's crazy how big it got, and like this world, he explains it to me sometimes, and it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
And I went to watch Kaz play with a bunch of pro gamers at the
Yeah.
NBA.
I'm actually doing that again this
yeah,
week.
this motherfucker. This I
Friday.
don't respect any of them. He got MVP.
Well, I was playing with like other like pseudo celebrities and shit. Like Brian Scalabrine was there, and like
No, but they had
Ryan
pro
Tegea.
gamers there,
and
too.
they had some pro like we had like ringers on like.
And I
two
was
of our
watching
teams
it,
or
and I was like,
whatever.
"This is the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life." And I texted Donish that, and he said, "That's why I quit."
it
It's
is
just
pretty
fucking
cool.
wild, corny, and I don't know. I want my kid to make money, but I want to be in a position where we don't need the $3 million, and you're too fucking young and stupid to know to do with that anyway.
Right.
I'll take the $3 million, put in a trust or whatever, but like, I don't want my kid to have $3 million of disposable income at 16.
I mean, that's another thing, too. It's like, that's too much money for a kid to have. And then, do you just take that money from your kid?
Yes, I'm his legal guardian. He can get a divorce if he wants to, I guess, but like, you want to go through all that, or can you just trust me to put your money in a fucking Vanguard account and you be good forever?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd give him like an allowance or some shit like that.
Yeah, Vanguard. You live off the interest. You're good. That's like $150,000 a year or whatever. You're good.
Yeah, that'd probably be amazing. Fuck. Anyway. All right, well, what do we got
I'm waiting
next?
for the Netflix doc to come out that shows how much these kids are paying. Because you have to buy stuff to like get the better guns or get like little
That's
stuff
true.
like that.
That's the genius
I bet
of these
you
video
there's
games.
so much money these kids are blowing on these games.
Oh, you have to.
That's why you can have $3 million prize money. These fucking Fortnite is probably making billions.
It's probably like playing lacrosse. Like it's mad expensive to play, or hockey or whatever.
Fuck, yeah. Because there are things that you purchase within the game.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
And
I
this-
didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is the genius of this game. These things don't have intrinsic value. Like when you purchase a baseball bat in real life, you get to use that bat, right? If somebody's breaking into your house, you get to hit them with the bat. But in Fortnite, these things only exist in Fortnite.
Yeah.
So that weapon that you buy is only good for Fortnite.
And it was just a little code somebody made, and now boom.
But think about that. It's
little code just keeps making more
you're
money.
inventing
more
money, right?
Yeah.
It's printing money because there's no cost to the bat. I guess the programming cost, which is nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah.
I mean, what a genius business model. Fuck. Okay, go on.
Ryan Butterfield, will an 18-game season in the NFL lead to a lockout?
NFL players are pussy. They're not going to fucking lock out, son.
They're too dumb, son.
They're too dumb. We had a good clip about how NFL players are stupid, but Eden did the wrong fucking clip.
Son was mad setup.
It was all set up in just one line of NFL players are stupid. We had a whole reason why NFL players are the stupidest athletes, and it was a whole back and forth, and then Eden, you fucked it up. Hope you're listening, Eden.
Here's what I will say, though. I heard the proposal, and this actually could be interesting, is 18-game season, but every player has to sit out 2 games.
Ah.
So that's the interesting strategy. Now, I don't
Every
know.
player,
Yeah.
how do you do that? How do you even regulate that?
It's pretty easy. You have to. Did Tom Brady sit out? All right, then he's got to sit out 2 games. If he hasn't sat out by week
Even
6,
your quarterback.
by week 17, sit down.
I don't like that. That's weird.
I think it could be fun, man.
That's weird.
It could be. I'd be interested, because now there's strategy. What game do I sit him out? Do I wait until the last game and see if we got something sewn up? Do I sit him out in an AFC game if I'm an NFC team, and this doesn't matter as much in playoff tiebreakers.
I like this.
A game we'll probably lose anyway. Sit them out.
I like this. Do
And-
you front load? You know what I mean? Oh, there's
just
all
sits
this
out the
cool
first
strategy.
game. Just
Whatever,
about the first
but he's got to do 2
bang
games.
out, yeah.
And the other thing is, apparently, Simmons wrote an article years ago about how one year the league did this. They gave every team 2 bye weeks, and then there was only 1 week between the Super Bowl and the championship game and the Super Bowl. Normally there's 2 weeks. So they took away
there's
that
no
week
week off.
between the championship and Super Bowl, which I think they could have just done both. But apparently players loved 2 bye weeks. This way, every player himself gets 3 bye weeks.
Why
Because you get 1 bye week for your entire team, and then the other 2 weeks you sit out. I'm not playing. I'm out of this game. So I save my body
Wouldn't
for
that
2
be
extra
4
weeks.
bye weeks? 2 games off and 2 bye weeks.
Oh no, if they go with this current plan, it's 1 bye week and 2 games you have to sit out. I'm saying they liked 2 bye weeks 2 decades ago or
Right,
whenever
they
when
liked
they
the
did
time
it.
off, yeah,
They
yeah.
liked having 2. Now you get 3.
Yeah.
Like I'm still playing 16 games and it's a 19-week season now or 20-week season or whatever it is. I think they might like this better.
Are there enough players to do that on the team?
I think you would have to expand rosters, which would also be good.
Then there's more jobs.
More jobs.
Yeah, more people to play.
I think this is a brilliant idea.
And the NFL is
It's
going to make money, a ton
more
of money.
games.
Yeah, with 2 extra games, fuck yeah, they're going to make money.
Now, and it doesn't affect records, right? Because
You're still playing 16.
16
That's a great
games.
point. The one thing is a fan goes to a game and all of a sudden Tom Brady's not in that game and he's, a Patriots fan or whatever.
that's fair.
That's the one
very
gripe.
Reasonable. That's very reasonable. The other thing I would say is, how does it work for players that, like a punter or a field goal kicker that don't have backups on the team?
I think you would have to,
you have to sign some
have a
backups.
backup.
So you sign a 1-game backup. You sign.
Potentially.
Yeah, I mean that
It's all
happens a lot.
interesting, man.
Yeah, a lot of kickers get signed off the street all the time.
And kickers usually, there's one kicker who sucks all of a sudden in the middle of the year and gets cut usually.
So they
And
can
then
do 2-game contracts. So they can.
You just sign him and cut him.
Yeah.
Sign him to a 1-year deal or whatever, and then you cut him, and the only money, this is the fuck thing about NFL contracts, the only money I owe him is the signing bonus. So if I cut him, I pay him for the games he played and his signing bonus, and that's it.
Dude, that's a brilliant. What if you got 2-game contracts with like 8 different teams?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that'd be an interesting way to do it. It opens up a lot of like strategy shit. I don't think this will lead to a lockout. I think if they do it like this, no, they're going to have a lockout or they're too poor to do it. But
That's a great question.
I think this is a really interesting proposal.
All right, what else we got?
Tejal Nayak asks, sundresses or yoga pants?
Sundresses.
Such a great question.
I love me
Honestly,
a sundress.
A sundress, because a yoga pant, it is deceptive.
You can get yeasty. You can get yeasty also.
Oh, yeah. I would say sundresses also.
Yeah, sundress means.
Have you ever
keeps it
told a girl
fresh.
she's yeasty?
I mean, she knows already. It's not like she's not learning any new information. If I'm telling her, I'm like, you see what's down there.
Oh, you saw it visually. Have you ever
No,
told a girl?
I've never experienced it. But I'm assuming you would know. I've
But
never.
have
had
you
that
ever
issue.
told a girl that she had like a musk?
After we dated.
What'd you say? What'd you
After
say?
we dated, just like she said a little quick joke about me, and I was like, all right, well, you wasn't so daisy fresh yourself, and then she felt away, but it was true. Like, and I always keep those in your back pocket, but yeah, no, sundresses.
Al, have
absolutely.
you ever told a girl that she had a little stench?
Yeah.
Well, how did you word it?
I was like, it smells a little. Like straight up.
You didn't power through?
Nah.
I power through.
Nah.
You got to power through, and then
Because
let her know
I
later.
don't want to go down if it smells a little.
You're not brave, bro. Not brave.
Put
bro.
down your
so-
copy of Homo Weekly.
So you'll say it smells a little,
Yeah.
and then what?
Nah.
You'll be like, go shower or something like that, or
No, it's usually like if they had what's the common thing that they get sometimes?
a yeast infection.
No, the
UTI.
other one. UTI. Yeah, that can give them a little something.
And then what do they say?
Squish, squish.
Nothing. Be like, my bad, and then we don't fuck, and then they handle that. You need to drink mad cranberry juice, or sometimes they'll wash and it'll be better, shit like that. It hasn't happened a lot, but it was just the one time I recall saying it. I was like, oh, it smells a little.
Interesting. I admire that. You're forward. You're up front. Akaash, you've never said that.
No.
I would want a girl to say it to me. I wouldn't care, but
All right, what other questions we got?
Justin Washington asked a question about what's his name? Chris Brickley.
Yes.
Does Chris Brickley have the most unwavering confidence in Melo and JR, or is he just tired of them always in his gym?
I mean,
Andrew had to break this down for me.
Yes.
There's a guy on Instagram, Chris Brickley. He trains a bunch of NBA players.
He's
apparently.
the white boy with the tattoos all over his legs.
yeah,
And
he got a Puma deal now. He's got a show on ESPN
Yeah, I
Plus,
don't believe
breaking
him.
down shit.
But yeah, he's always gassing Melo in his Instagram videos and J.R. Smith and talking about how hard they work. And this guy, basically, Andrew broke it down for me, saying, does he actually think they're that good, or does he just hope someone signs them so he can get the fuck out of his gym?
Those are his friends, man. Those are his friends, and it's not just Melo and JR who works out. He just had a few workouts. Like Trae Young was there, Donovan Mitchell.
But the
Dennis
players
Smith
he seems to
Jr.
work out with the most never seem that good. Like Trae Young didn't seem like he was practicing. It seemed like Trae Young, the clip I saw,
Let's
was
go
just
get a
playing
run.
a
A good game.
He was
Yeah,
getting
let's
some
get a
run.
run.
he wanted some
Yeah.
competition. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've had some like monster runs like last summer. Like there was one game where it was
That
like,
was the big one.
Westbrook, LeBron, KD, Harden, like the best of the best, like at that shit.
LeBron looks so massive on those small courts. It is insane.
You've seen LeBron before, like
Yeah.
up close.
Yeah.
It is TV does him no justice, like how
justice.
massive
All of
and
them.
swift he moves.
Yeah, all of them, but specifically him. It's absurd. He's a power forward, dude.
Nuts.
He's a
It's
fucking
nuts.
legit power forward, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Brickley, I don't fully believe him. Like, I just don't.
I want to work with him. We should do a thing with him. We should contact Brickley and like go through a session and see if he'll
Sure
like
he
teach
would.
us how to hoop.
He works out like rappers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Let's
Yeah,
do a
like J.
workout.
Cole's
Let's
in
do a
there,
workout with
fucking-
Brickley.
What's the guy?
Oh, I heard Cole can hoop.
Oh, bro, Cole was hooping the other day. You saw the Instagram video on that.
I didn't see the video, but I heard he was nasty.
He hit some like deep threes and shit. He was like playing like with Melo and Dennis Smith and all those guys, like getting some run in. Like he wasn't like killing, but he was like holding his own. Like he was hitting open shots and shit. Like it was dope.
Wow.
Speaking of hoops, Kaz was playing today.
Oh yeah, I was fucking.
And Kaz said he dropped a few buckets out there.
Had a light.
I'm ready to come back, by the way.
Son,
I'm ready to
Ready?
come back.
Like-
Is that another date?
I
the
just came
summer's
off.
almost over.
I just came off my MVP performance for the world team at the
You was
Montreal
playing
Comedy
some
Festival.
hoops. He was playing some hoops.
I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it whenever you guys want.
I'm ready, bro.
The idea was
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I can't do it this
Yeah,
week.
three. We just.
the idea was initially
Before we start
the
recording.
initial idea was a Monday
We
before the
have
pod.
Brilliant idiots tomorrow.
Ah, yes.
Initial idea, you got Brilliant Idiots and then a 3-hour podcast. That's gonna be fucking wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
The initial idea was play on a Monday before the podcast, then come straight to record. Correct?
Yeah,
We're still
we
trying to
can't
do
it
that?
because he's leaving.
No, it doesn't have to be this week, but that's just when we'll do it on one of these
Yeah.
Mondays. Maybe when you get back from Japan, maybe give him a week after that. Then line it up.
Whatever y'all want.
Maybe you're ready, bro.
MVP, dog. Like
Son, y'all
I'm
gotta
playing for
just
the
stop
world team. It was Canada
postponing,
versus the
son.
world,
Yeah.
and I was not gonna lose that game.
Right.
And it was like everybody subs out and just like there's no coach. It's just like get some run this
Sub
that, the other.
yourself out.
Fam, second half, all of a sudden Canada finds a black dude. Kid comes in, scores like 9 straight buckets. Immediately pulled the girls out of the game. This is a charity game for mental health. Immediately, Sarah, Rebecca, or whatever, Katie,
Yeah.
come on, let's go. Go back in there. I had to put the clamps on this kid, bro.
You locked him up.
Son, I had to put the clamps on this kid. Locked him up. Got buckets. MVP, bro. I got
Really?
Good for
MVP,
you.
dog. We got the dub.
Good for you.
Simple as that. So all I'm saying is, when I'm back from Japan, bro,
I'm ready. Ready when you are, bro.
when I'm back from
It's going
Japan,
down finally. Both of y'all scared, I think.
Who's scared?
I really think both of y'all scared.
He's scared.
our idea.
Yeah, but I just think both of you scared.
I think.
No,
you
I
just-
had my ass hanging out my ass.
Yeah,
and now
like, I
my ass is
saw
better,
that.
so
Take it out.
I could get out there and get buckets, bro.
I saw this shit. It wasn't.
My ass was hanging out my ass.
How is that? He's like an additional member of the family.
No,
right
so
now.
it's the rest of it has gone away, but I still have the vein itself, which was thrombosed, meaning it's just hardened.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit. Oh yeah, you're you know all this stuff. So that's still there.
okay.
That won't go away.
Yeah.
So, but do I really need someone to fucking cut it off and do ass surgery, or can I deal with my butthole being like have a little thing on it?
I'd get it off.
Solid.
I don't need that
Just wait.
shit.
Just wait.
I don't need
Wait
that.
it out.
All right, go. Last one, and then we got you.
Last one. I actually saw an ESPN poll question that I thought would be interesting to bring here.
Oh, bring.
If AD doesn't win a championship in the next 3 years, is he a failure? Is the
Yes.
trade a failure?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Trade is a failure. I mean, if he doesn't win a championship, trade is a failure.
He's Carmelo.
I completely agree. Yeah.
He's Carmelo. if he doesn't
Whoa,
win it.
there's an interessante
course.
one.
Forced his way to LA. Fucking, he could have just waited a year and signed there.
That's really
Traded
fucking
a
good. He would
shit
get
ton of
that
people
mellow
over there.
smoke.
Of course, he should. And you're playing with LeBron James. You better win something. You got to. It's not like you got a super team to deal with. The playing field's pretty level. And what? The biggest competition you're going to have is playing in your own building. Oh,
The playing field is as level as it's been in
6 years?
before that.
Before that.
Miami.
I would say since like the big three Celtics.
Yeah.
Since then.
Son, it
And
is.
even before that.
I mean, this is going to be a very exciting. It's almost like a football season in the NBA this year. We don't know.
Yeah.
there's at least 12 teams.
Sorry.
There's 10 to 12 teams that wouldn't surprise me if they won a championship next year.
Let Michael Porter Jr. come back and be healthy,
I
which
hope
is,
he is, man.
suspicious. But let that happen. All of a
Long
sudden,
shot,
the Nuggets.
Dog, even without him, I
They're-
think they're
they're
a
nice.
championship
I
contender.
think they're my pick to make it to the finals.
Ooh.
I think, yeah.
I like them. I like them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and
The Nuggets, the Blazers, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors, the Celtics. God, who else? The Bucks, the Sixers. Those are 8 teams right there that I wouldn't be surprised if they win the title. And the Lakers, you got arguably 2 of the best players out of all those teams. You got to get one. Out of those 3 years that you're in LA, you got to get one.
If he gets one, is that enough?
Yeah, I think so.
If LeBron gets one, is that enough?
I don't know.
It's interesting, right?
Would that be his 4th?
Yeah, it'd be his 4th.
What does LeBron need? Does
To
LeBron
be
need
what?
5?
Go to be the GOAT? I think he might need 5, man.
5 would be nice. 5 would be nice. And I think it's possible. I think they get 2 of the next 3.
Sure.
Maybe.
Especially with this number 2.
Yeah.
Like, is he a better number 2 than Pippen in terms of talent? Pippen is like an all-time top
Son,
75,
This is
top
an
100
amazing
player.
number 2.
He's the Pippen of our era.
Anthony Davis was unstoppable. Yeah. Let's be honest. Unstoppable force.
Yeah.
I just don't unstoppable force with Rondo.
Danny Green. Danny Green is a nice pickup.
No, I meant like the team he had with the Pelicans, right?
yes,
Remember
yes,
how
yes,
unstoppable
yes.
he was in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Even in the playoffs. I mean, obviously he got stopped, but with Rondo, Rondo is a great point guard, don't get me wrong, but he's not LeBron James as point guard.
Yeah.
So we're going to see. It's going to be
I can see it, man. I can see them taking 2 of the next 3.
it's going to be very interesting.
And if LeBron gets 5, if he equals Kobe and has all better numbers than Kobe.
Oh, forget it.
No, he's better. I think he's already better than Kobe.
I agree, but it's undeniable.
But
at
I mean,
five.
as a Laker, does he
undeniable.
best Kobe as a better?
If LeBron gets 6 total, which
GOAT.
is very hard, but you have to call him GOAT.
Yeah.
At that point, undeniable GOAT.
5, it's a very close call, but he's definitely better than Kobe.
He got 6, he's unquestionably the GOAT.
I think if he gets 5, he's a GOAT, to be honest.
Oof, it's close. It's definitely close.
Because we were calling him GOAT last year.
I know. We're calling him GOAT after the
Y'all were
Cleveland.
calling him GOAT last year.
I was talking about us 3.
Not gonna hold you. That Warriors comeback, I was singing I was singing that tune. I was like, after that coming back down 3-1, I was like, I've
Yep.
never seen anybody do this before.
It was
Against
unbelievable.
That team,
Unbelievable.
the plays he made, he was the driving force by that shit. Oh,
The
wow.
knock
I was
on
saying that
LeBron,
shit.
or the knock not on LeBron, the thing that I always gave LeBron credit for was something always happened with his supporting cast. He had Dwayne Wade 1 year, and then he fell apart for sure. Then after that, Dwayne Wade was always hurt. And he still won 2 out of the next 3, I think. But Dwayne Wade is always hurt. Then when he got to Cleveland, Kyrie and Kevin Love are both hurt the first year. Second year, they're healthy. He wins it. Third year, Kyrie is gone. And now he's got a fucking start. And if AD doesn't really stay healthy that often, but if AD stays healthy,
yeah.
plays a full 82 in the playoffs, yeah, you don't really have an excuse now.
Might be that thing. Guys, thank y'all so much for listening to another episode of Flagrant 2.
We are back here in less than 12 hours.
We are right back, so we're going to think of some shit to talk about. We'll bring some magazines. It's going to be fire.
You gotta
Bringing
do
liquor.
something, man. Shit.
Real talk. All right, y'all. Be good.
All right.
Peace.